to go.
All right.
Oof.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, everyone had a great week. Great 4th of July. We are back for some more D&D. I'm going to do a recap this week. Um, but, of course, we do our housekeeping items. For those of you watching on Twitch, Tofu and Sharka won't be able to interact like they normally do by speaking to you. They'll be able to still talk to you in the chat, along with some of us who are also in the chat. But yeah, we like to make sure that you guys are aware. Both Tofu and Sharka and everyone here is fully immersed into the D&D campaign, in which I will give a full recap on very quickly. We are at a very big milestone in the story. So very quickly, this is episode 7, which is still in chapter 3. This chapter is titled "The Prince of Pain Approaches." Destruction and chaos. Sorry, this episode. Um, Thus far, the party has adventured through quite a few different chapters, things that have happened, starting with Color Isle, where the party woke up, um, found out about a crystal, spoke to a giant, uh, got their overall mission to repair this crystal. Because the crystal shattered in half, the party was told that the worlds are basically colliding. The human world and then the magic world, which is everything else outside of humans. These two worlds are going on a path of collision, thus technically destroying both worlds. The party has been tasked with repairing this crystal, which should cease that destruction of these two worlds. The party was also told that the person who destroyed these crystals was some mysterious figure, which I believe one or two of you have has also had a vision with this mysterious figure, calling himself the Prince of Pain. You guys were able to get out of Color Isle and stepped into Chapter 2, where you guys found yourself in a village in Terra, a village called Bayville. Met some of the people there, undertook a task, um, ran into a couple of these quote unquote shadow doors, which seems to be ripping the worlds apart. Remnants of what's going on between the two worlds. You guys were successful in closing a couple of shadow doors thus far. Were able to complete your task in Terra. However, you were trapped in a fiery pit. You were pit against a Jin, which had said that he was the final test for the new Keepers of the Crystal, which is your new title for holding these two parts of the crystal. You were able to successfully take care of that. A lot has gone on in between those two events. However, because you guys were stuck in that fiery pit, you guys decided to teleport out of there using the crystals once again. You found yourselves in Niflheim. You guys last week were outside of a gnomish outpost in the middle of the Great Forest. Met a small gnome by the name of Wedge, who, alongside of you, defeated some blink dogs, a whole bunch of them, along with an alpha. Wraith found a couple of items stored in a hole, presumably dropped in there by the blink dogs. You know, they like to collect a couple things. They've been very hostile as of late, which ties into everything that's been going on for the last month. Um, Wedge spoke to you guys, gave you some information. You guys are hesitant to talk about anything in regards to what your overall goal is. Um, but I believe Thorin did speak to Wedge a little bit further, got at some more information about things that were going on. Spoke about possibly things that are happening in his world because Thorin is now back. And yeah, that's where we're gonna take us back in. So last we left off, the party was in the gnomish outpost, um, hanging out with Wedge and the little gnome guards. Met a few along the way, um, and that's where we're gonna pick back up. You guys all went to bed at night after drinking, eating, tending to your wounds. Everyone will have a full rest, so please replenish all your HP, your spells, everything that you're gonna need for today's episode. However, before we ended last week, Valence was once again in a dream with the Prince of Pain, whose
Why do I keep
picture you
dreaming?
guys which is the picture you guys are seeing now, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? Everyone can see the Prince of Pain.
Hmm?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy, indeed. Valence, you did roll your thing, so you got
Yep.
that number.
Yep.
And let's bring us in. Does anyone have any questions in regards to the recap so far? Any information that you guys think you would have known or talked about? Now's the time to talk about it before I bring us in. Does anyone want to talk about anything before we jump right into today's episode?
I wanted to have handed something off last night before I was like I was out of character distracted, but I would have done this in characterly. I would have
Yep.
handed off that boomerang to Kahir.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, so check your character sheet here. I think I added it in.
Yes, I do see it.
You could have given it to Orpheus if you wanted to get hit in the back again.
That's exactly why he didn't get it.
Oh, I can use that weapon anyway.
I'm sure you'd still find a way to hit somebody with it, though.
He'd find a way of. It would have dropped out of his bag and like destroyed us all with the freaking fireball.
Can
You
use
said... There we go. Okay.
Is that fixed now, Tofu?
Yeah,
Did I
it's
fix,
fixed.
did I fix
It's
what you were
fixed.
talking about on
Yeah,
Discord?
it's fixed. It's fixed.
Cool. Kahir, you good? You got it?
Yes. Yep.
All right. Anything else? Great. At this point, your armor is back on.
Yeah.
So when you went to bed, you took it off. But at this particular moment, you probably put it back on, thinking, "Hey, I'm in a strange place." Maybe you woke up in the middle of the night, put it back on. I'm just giving you that benefit of the doubt. You're used to sleeping in your armor.
I
think we
fell
talked about that
asleep.
last.
I fucking probably was tired and just like passed out on the bed with my armor on.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So that works. Traherne, Orpheus, Kahir, Thorin, anything you guys want to talk about? Good?
Nope, I think
Really?
I'm good.
Yeah,
No.
can hear drunk.
And we're
so-
good.
Yeah,
Kahir's
again,
not drunk.
everyone.
You got a cookie?
You got a little wafer or a little waffle thing.
Oh, I'm drunk.
While he was drinking, which sobered him up. But everyone will have a benefit. Everyone is fine. Tofu, you did successfully feed last night.
Yeah, I did.
So you should have all your benefits. Everyone has everything up to max. Let's go in. Balance. You did have a conversation with the Prince of Pain
Yeah, I called him
prior
a
to the end of
bitch.
last session. The last sentence he spoke to you was, "Now let's test the might of the newest keeper of the crystal." And we're gonna go right into battle.
First of all, hold on. First of all, I am not the individual keeper. There are at least two of us. He needs to be in here so he can at least hit me in the back and/or also
Well,
get it with fun.
Speak for yourself. He
This
picked
is
you.
Your dream.
Oh fuck! All
I
right,
dropped the
am I
whistle.
initiative rolling? Are we initiative rolling, or am I just getting my ass handed to me?
Sir, you are initiative.
All the above.
Oh wait, I didn't click my character. I think that matters. Still bad.
Yeah, I'll leave the 6. That's safe. All right. The Prince of Pain is going to step up. And
That's a big step.
yeah, he's pretty quick. Let's see. What does he have? I created him. So, Wraith, you're going to witness his greatsword. So his greatsword, he pulls out, and you guys had that handout in regards to what he looks like. The skull on the greatsword will light up briefly in blue, and he's going to swing down at you. As he's swinging, he's going to speak to it in, let's see if I can use this. He's going to speak to it in Sylvan. Do you speak Sylvan, Wraith, or Balance?
No, I'm pretty sure I only speak 2 languages. I'm trying to find them right now.
So he's going to say a few words.
Yeah, only 2.
Kahir would recognize the words Oblivion if he was here. but he speaks the word oblivion and swings the great with a crit fail. It is your turn, Valence, as he swings
Shit!
it back around and comes up for the next attack.
What? He doesn't get any disadvantage?
His disadvantage is that he's supposed to be able to hit twice, so I am not allowing him to hit twice because of the
21.
dex.
I'm divine smiting. Roll the 21.
Go for it. That's a hit.
28.
Holy Nikes. So are you aiming for a particular part?
I'm aiming for like a shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely hit his shoulder. He's now gripping it very obviously with the greatsword in his other hand. He takes a step back and then again tries to swing down at you
That's a hit.
with a 21 and a 25. He has multi-attack.
All right. Well, those both hit. So that's 14.
So the second one,
28.
you don't take the second 11 necrotic damage. It's only once.
Oh, I take.
So
I
it's
take.
14 and
partial.
14 is 28.
I take. Well, it's only 2 on that one necrotic because I take half damage from necrotic.
And it's rounded down, so it's 1.
Yeah. Oh, so
So
it's one.
12 and 14.
12 and 14. So that's 26.
26.
Yeah, that puts
As
me
he
at 11.
Once, as he grips his arm once again. And it's your turn, if you're still up.
Ooh. I'm gonna go for the attack, and I'm just gonna. Whew. Does that hit?
Is a miss. As the Prince of Pain is going to...
You sound a little muddled.
me?
Yeah,
That better?
that's
It's
better.
it's only when you were like far sideways.
Yeah, the microphone's in front of me, so...
That's better now.
Alright, let's see. What is he gonna do? Where's his spells? So the Prince of Pain is gonna look up, and he's going to... right above you, you're going to see a storm cloud start to brew. This is going to be very reminiscent of when you're fighting the Jinn.
Good.
Yep. And he's going to attempt to call lightning right next to you, about here, so he doesn't hit himself.
Don't reflex save, right?
Oh, it's probably popping out somewhere. The spell save DC is 15 on
False.
a
It says
dex.
0.
Yeah, I know. So it's dexterity saving throw with a DC of 15.
Ooh. All right. Let's see.
Ooh, nice.
That's
you're
a
going
natural
to take-
20.
Yeah, you're going to take half damage, but I'm gonna say you don't take any damage.
Yeah. I was like, I'm a teleport over here. I'm just kidding. All right. Well, I'm gonna go in for another Divine Smite charged attack. 16.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
The image of the Prince of Pain as you strike through and let off all of your concussions and necrotic and radiant damage disappears in a puff of smoke.
Yeah.
Valence, you can return your HP and everything back to max. Your dream
Okay.
scene has ended. You were successful.
Damn.
You don't have
give me-
anything going on with you. And we'll move on to the next party member. Congratulations,
Ooh.
Valence.
Yay! One shot for her.
Hearn, you
Oh,
also
shit.
see the Prince of Pain. Let me get some text for you. I'm also going to lower the music a moment. The Druid Elf, huh? I am the Prince of Pain, but you already know that, don't you? You have seen it. A vision of the future, or past, perhaps. Is it the power of the crystals? Do you subconsciously know how to pull me here to this place, these dreams, and see actions that have yet to have occurred? When you yourself was not present. Regardless, it seems Traherne, your sister, waits for you. She speaks of you often. The prince is very obviously gripping his left arm, which is the wound that Valence had inflicted on him.
You're welcome.
He speaks back up to you, Traherne, and says, "Why do you not go see her? Would you like to see her now?"
You know where she's at?
He laughs at you and waves a hand and disappears. Before you, Traherne, you see. Let me open it up here. Need the right layer. You see Treya. Looks to be your sister. A little bit older though. Best estimate is about age 18, which would be about 100 years in elf. She is technically mature at 18 years. I'm going to give you a handout of what she currently looks like.
Ooh. She's sexy.
We are in chapter 3. She is wielding a rapier. Or a rapier.
Oh, I see boobies. Oh, sorry.
Her eyes, which normally are like a golden color, are hazed over in a purple and bluish glow. She draws her rapier, points it at you, doesn't say anything, and charges. I need you to roll me initiative.
Damn, she's pretty with boobs.
You click on your character token
Oh,
and clear out
sorry.
the previous turn order. Yeah, click on your token now and try it again. And I'll edit it. Alright.
1920.
I have a lot of character sheets today, boys. Let me pop out Treya.
I'm a character sheet.
Traherne, you do have an opportunity to speak if you like while we're getting into combat.
Well, she's literally charging right at me, so I'm just like, I just hold up my hands. I'm just like, sister. That's probably all I'm going to be able to say in the middle of a charge anyway. I just say, sister, it's me, your brother.
You technically had a 20, so I'll update it, but she
Oh,
did
it's fine.
roll a 21. So she is going to go first. She's going to, again, charge at you with her rapier drawing. She's going to very expertly swipe at you as she charges in. With a crit 23. I'm assuming that's a hit.
Yeah, my armor.
She's
class
going
is-
to deal 13 plus 6, 19 slashing damage and piercing damage.
Damn.
And it is
Nice.
your turn. Again, she does not respond. She looks like she's about to draw again.
Okay. So like as I do these actions, I'm just basically trying to reason with her. Like she hit me, I'm just like, "Ow, why'd you hit me?" And as I say that, like, what do I see like in her face expression when I say that?
Nothing.
Anything?
Her eyes are totally hazed over in that purple and blue glow that you saw off of the Prince of Blue. His armor
Okay.
was glowing in the same color. Her eyes are hazed over with the same glow.
Okay. I'm going to use guidance on myself
That's an action.
as an action, and then I guess I will transform into my giant constrictor snake as my bonus action.
All right. Once again, drag it onto the screen.
Oh yeah, let me do that part.
I'm just gonna move your character up here,
That works.
and you're now your constrictor snake. Just so that we keep the turn order, makes it easier for me.
Okay.
And make sure you pop out your
Pop that one out, babe.
your snake
Okay.
character sheet. You'll be using that now.
Yep.
Do you
And,
need the
uh,
hit points from Traherne? You took
No, I have it on
pretty
my character
devastating
sheet.
blow.
I can just put the temporary hit points on this one. So I already have it tracked on the other sheet for my character. So I have my hit points here.
Yep.
Okay, so that'll be the end of my turn.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay, once again, she doesn't speak. Very quickly, again, slashes at you. This time, I think you're a little bit quicker. Let's see if she's able. With a 14.
Is this based off armor class still?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a hit for me.
Another 13 damage. At this moment, on the beginning of your turn, and Swim, I'm going to need you to also pop out your Direwolf,
Okay.
because you're going to have an aide come and help you. Give me a second. No, just your Direwolf sheet.
My what?
Just your Direwolf sheet.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't let me pull up both at the same time. I don't think it will just close the other ones.
As Scar is going to assist you.
Okay.
You remember Scar from our previous adventure through the mines?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Scar has a turn, so Traherne, it is your turn, and then followed by Scar.
All right. Let me switch back to my other.
He very quickly says to you, and this time he speaks in sentence. Or when you spoke to him, it was very like jumbled and just almost like simple words. He very quickly says to you, "Don't fall for it. This is just a dream. This is a test of your might or your mental fortitude. Fail this imposter. This is not your sister."
Okay. I am going to attack Treya with Constrict. So you just see Traherne really quickly kind of wrap around Treya's feet and kind of, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Anaconda, that kind of thing. He's just kind of like spiraling up, where her like upper chest and her face and stuff is still exposed, but she's I'm attempting to fully constrict her movement. So that's a 16.
Okay, so 16, even with her she's it's the do. You still hit, makes it, breaks it.
So you cut out a little bit. Would you say?
So she attempted to parry you,
Okay.
swipe at you, try and get you off. However, you still hit with a 16, makes it, breaks it.
Okay.
She was a 14 plus 2 for parry. So what does the constrict do? You click on the text of it.
I guess that's gonna be on the other character sheet, yeah.
It's so yeah. Click on the damage first. So in the chat. and then it tells you what it does.
Oh, okay.
So 8 bludgeoning. Let me take off an 8. And the target is grappled on a DC 16. Until the grapple ends, the creature is restrained, and the snake cannot constrict another target. So right now, Treya has disadvantage to attack you and cannot willingly move until she escapes.
Okay.
Which I believe that's a strength check, correct? Zeph? Strength check to break restraint?
Yeah, it'll be a strength check to escape.
Okay. It is Scar's turn. So again, you have Direwolf. So Direwolf is what you're going to use for Scar in regards to HP and attacks.
Okay.
He's once again, he's a little bit bigger than you last saw.
Okay.
Helping him in that cave must have, definitely been a good thing. Seems like he's thriving and is here to help you.
Okay.
Are you able to move his token and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and he does have pack tactics as well.
Yeah,
so,
he has everything that he had before, so I'm going to move him closer to you.
Okay. So I am going to, so with the exposed head, I'm going to have Scar jump in at the neck, the back of the neck or front of the neck, wherever he can get. And so you just see Scar run and like jump up. Like I'm basically wrapped up around this and I'm pretty big. So Scar's basically jumping up a couple parts of my body to get to the top. And he's going to attempt to bite Treya in the neck.
That's a hit. Roll me damage. 8. Nice. Yeah, he definitely does. She doesn't bleed though, which is kind of strange.
Okay.
She definitely, you could tell it hurts. Like she gives a little like a squint, and she looks like she's in pain, but she's not bleeding. There's no blood coming out of her.
Okay.
Anything else on Scar's turn?
No, that'll be it.
She's going to once again attempt to swipe at you. She's gonna free an arm through and try and swipe at you with her rapier at a disadvantage with a 16.
That's still a hit. Well, wait, attacking me or attacking Scar?
Attacking you.
Okay, then it's still a hit.
You take 8 damage. You still up?
Oh yeah.
All right. It is your turn.
So just to clarify, since it's the first time using this ability, constrict while it's constricted will continue to take damage. So I don't need to reconstrict as an action each time, correct?
Nope. You just roll damage.
But does that count as my attack, or can I use bite as well?
No, it counts as your attack.
Okay.
But you don't have to roll the hit again, basically. You just tighten your grip on it.
Oh, I see. Okay, then I'm going to.
So it's guaranteed damage.
Yeah, I'm going to use constrict. 17.
Okay, just straight up roll me damage. You didn't have to lift him. 8. She very quickly closes her eyes, falls back, and then slowly raises back up. Still, blue and purple are flowing from her eyes. She looks like she's becoming more translucent, though, whereas before she was definitely like a full person. Very, very translucent at the moment.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
No, I'd like to try to speak with her again though through
Yeah, you can. You can
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, do I need to use my ability to speak with her, or can I just speak with her? My communication. Oh, let me find the name of it.
Telepathy
Yeah.
or telepathic. You have the ability
Right.
to speak in
Yeah.
her mind.
Yeah, but it doesn't count as an action, correct? It's not a spell.
It's technically like you're, as if you were speaking your words.
Right.
It's not like
So-
an action or anything.
Yeah, so I'm just like, Treya, don't resist. Stop this. Does she say anything?
The prince responds, "You fool! You really think that this place How's a being? No. This isn't my power that's drawn me or your sister here. I thought this was your doing.
Leave my sister alone. Come fight me like a man.
All right. Scar's turn.
Okay.
Scar does have advantage to hit, now she's being strained.
Okay. Alright, so her bottom, like, of her legs, kind of like the lower part of her legs, because most of the constriction's taking place around the thoracic part, the body part, hips and things like that. So Scar's gonna lunge in for another bite.
Go for it.
At the
With
lower
advantage.
legs area.
That's a hit. 23. And the image of your sister, you feel her body dissipate and is gone. And she disappears. Before your dream ends, Rahern, number one, you get your transform back. Your HP goes back to max. Number two, Scar takes a step forward and speaks to you and says, "Good job, Traherne. I appreciate you helping myself and my family. Your next task may be the greatest yet. Prepare yourself for what's to come." And your dream ends. Orpheus.
No! I'm sleeping.
Welcome to your dream scene.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't dream.
Ah, the demon himself. Hello there, Warlock. You have committed crimes against man. I wonder what the gods and your party members would think when they learned that you brutally murdered a man you did not have to.
Who's the god my party member you're speaking about?
Say that again?
Who's the god that you're speaking of?
Not just one god, the gods and your party members. Do you remember brutally murdering a priest? Slitting his throat, leaving him to die?
That I do.
And you're supposed to be a keeper. No matter. I am the Prince of Pain, and I will show you what pain of murder brings upon the soul. He laughs and waves a hand and disappears. Before you, you see Father Blanc.
Not you again.
And I need you to roll me initiative. Nice. Let me grab Father Blanc.
You do that, I'm gonna say, Orpheus gonna say, good, because I have some questions to ask you.
What's your dexterity score?
It's gonna be 14.
Okay, so you have a +2. You
Yeah.
go first.
As I'm a cast Eldritch Blast on him.
As you're casting, again, same thing as before, where Traherne saw his sister with the eyes glowing blue and purple. You see the same thing. His eyes are glowing blue and purple, and he doesn't speak back to you. He said, you again.
I'm gonna say, I have some questions to ask you. Who taught you?
That's a hit, by the way.
Yeah.
5.
Who taught you the creature in the basement of the church? How do you know the ritual?
Father Blanc reaches behind him, pulls out a shadow sword. Orpheus, you know what a shadow sword is?
Yeah.
In character, you probably don't, but out of character, I think you do, right? It's a warlock weapon.
Yeah.
And charges at you. And swings his sword with a 4.
The miss.
Is that a miss?
Yeah.
Okay. He does not respond to you, and it is your turn.
So I'm gonna use using my eye obvious eye claw, and then I'm gonna do the intimidation advantage on the intimidation roll.
Is this a action or a
It's an action.
you're
It doesn't
actively
say.
trying to intimidate him?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. So you have advantage. Roll me an intimidation check. It's a fail as a 13.
Okay,
Anything
that's
else
the
on
end
your
of-
turn? You have a
no.
movement and a bonus action.
No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Do you say anything to him while you were trying to intimidate him, or just the same thing as before? Red eyes, staring at him, showing your bloodlust.
No.
He is once again going to try and swing at you with his shadow sword with a 13.
That's a hit.
Okay, you take 1 piercing damage.
And then I will do my reaction. As he hit me, I'm gonna point my finger at him, and you see the fire again. It's
Yep.
like fire. Let's see. Will be
Give me that damage, sir. Ooh. As the fire, and I think you explained this to be like black or red fire
Yeah.
coming around.
Mhm. Yeah.
As the fire engulfs him, his sword drops and is gone. He's still there, but he is very translucent. He's going to grip one side and wait for your turn. It is your turn. He's gripping the holy water you saw last time,
Uh-huh.
and is attempting to grab it.
I'm going to ask him. You're gonna answer me. Who taught you the ritual in the basement?
No response.
And then I will take out my silver dagger and try to like slash his hand. The hand that tried to reach for the holy water.
Okay, only attack roll.
Yeah. That one.
That's a miss, as he very quickly sidesteps you, brings out his holy water to throw at you with a 7.
I dodge.
Alright, it is your turn.
I'm gonna stab him again with the silver dagger.
Go for it. You drop your silver dagger,
Oh no!
and it disappears. It's gone. For the moment, you don't have your silver dagger anymore. As it flows through space and time.
Okay.
This is a really bad tennis match.
Orpheus, you see Father Blount throw his holy water and raise a hand, and his shadow sword returns, and he swipes at you with a 15.
That's a hit.
4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay, and then I will I'm going to cast Total Death. That's a cantrip. So. Oh. There you go. So you see like
Target must succeed in a wisdom saving.
Mhm.
What's your spell save DC? Is it 14?
right there 14.
Nothing.
So the spell I never use the spell, but the spell would be like it. I put my hand out, and then you hear like the ringing, the bell sound coming from like different direction. But apparently he didn't get hit. So
Yeah, I think you used this once before on the undead creature in the cave. Once again, Father Blount is going to reverse hands and try and swipe at you again with a 7.
that's a miss.
It
Yeah.
is your turn. If you can hit
Okay.
him, you will dissipate the
Okay.
shadow of Father Blount.
Alright, I'm going to he next to me, so I will do again. I will do the spell the bell again.
Go for it. 5 is a fail. Roll me an intelligence check as you destroy Father Blanc once again.
And he still didn't say anything back to me, right?
No.
Where
Roll me a
intelligence?
flat intelligence check.
Where intelligence?
Up top.
Oh,
Top. There's one up left. Yep.
Oh, that's a save. Roll me an intelligence check.
It's like
the
the
bigger
word
one on the
intelligence
left.
on the,
Oh.
the left.
I clicked the
That
right one.
requires intelligence to do
You're
that.
not too sure what's going on here, unfortunately, with these dreams. Some type of magic, definitely, Orpheus. But
Uh-huh.
you're unsure of what type of magic, what is causing these dream states, what caused the Prince of Pain to come to you, or Father Blanc to reappear, what it was. You're not too sure of any of it at the moment. Maybe something to think about, though, to try and understand later on.
Okay.
As your dream ends. Once again, Orpheus, same thing with you. Your spells come back, your HP's back, you're back to full. You were successful in your dream scene.
Did I get my silver dagger back?
You get your silver dagger back.
Okay.
If you failed, if you would have failed, something else may have happened.
That's my mom.
Here! Welcome to your
More.
dream scene, sir.
Hopefully this one will have some hits in it.
It's a big bed of carrots.
That's the
Tribesman
bane of me existence.
barbarian.
Carrots.
His worst enemy.
Tribesman barbarian. Crude but strong. You are fueled by your impulse and instinct. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the Prince of Pain. I wonder what you would do if a comrade took against you. Would your instinct and impulse hinder your judgment? Let's find out, shall we? He laughs and waves a hand and disappears. Before you, Kahir, you see Dr. Camille. And I need you to roll me initiative as she brings out a sword.
I was gonna say, bro, be careful. She's gonna try to sleep with you, and not in the way you want to.
Where is Dr. There she is. Roll me some initiative, sir. Oh, you did already. Cool. Nice crit. You are first to act as Dr. Camille pulls out, sorry, not a sword, a spear from her back and points it at you.
Kahir will kind of chuckle to himself. Mine better. Gods forgive me, but grant me the strength. And he's going to go into the bear paw, and his glaive is going to glow.
You gotta
excuse
attack
me.
Dr. Camille? Your love interest?
And the essence
about-
is going to flow into his eyes and mouth and just kind of absorb into him as he charges forth.
I
Go
mean, he
for
was
it.
talking about growing. I'm just saying.
One is a hit. Roll me damage. Nine. Anything else in
And
your
then-
turn?
And then, nope, he's just gonna end it there. He's just gonna just be like, I know the real one would forgive me.
Dr. Camille, once again, her eyes are purple and blue. You didn't witness her in combat. She never had to while you guys were in the town. But she weathered your blow quite well and spins her spear around to attack you as well. As she also rages.
Oh.
With
Somebody's
You gotta get back
Great.
there.
23,
Oh.
adding, what is that, 2 rage damage when you're raging?
Yes.
So you're going to take 10 plus 2, 12.
And
Minus
because I'm
what's your
raging, I'll
rage.
take
Yeah.
take half, so I'll take 6.
And it is your turn. She again doesn't speak back to you or say.
He'll kind of reel back a little bit and kind of follow the blow, like he's absorbing some of it to lessen its impact. And he's gonna chuckle. He's like, "Ha! You call yourself Prince of Pain? More like Prince of Tickles." And he's gonna bring his glaive up from the ground, up in an upward swipe.
Go for it. 19's a
Ooh.
hit.
Nice.
5.
And then he's gonna follow through with flipping it and shoving it into her chest with the hilt.
Go for it. 13 is a hit. Another 5.
Does she take half since he raging?
She's going to weather these blows. Definitely doesn't look too great. A little bit more translucent again, like the rest of the party members when they were fighting their shadows. We'll call these shadows of the people. She's going to very quickly slide downwards, sweep her leg, and bring her spear across your ankles in an attempt to trip you or slice your ankles into you somehow with a 17 if you're reckless.
That'll hit.
9 piercing damage. Plus 2 for rage. So 11, but round down for half. So 5 damage total. And it is your turn once again.
You are agile. You have moves. But my moves are
She
better.
looks beautiful while doing this. She looks like
I'm sure it's pure grace.
she's been fighting for quite some time.
He's going to kind of withdraw his glaive back again, spin it so the sharp end is towards her, and just thrust downwards at her.
Crit. Let's see the big damages. Ooh! 19.
19.
As you thrust downwards, same thing. Her shadow dissipates. And she is gone. Kahir, roll me a history check.
She from the same hometown.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't recall anything from history.
We switched my proficiency from history to a religion because I'm not a historic person.
Can't seem to remember anything in regards to your tribe, speaking about visions, dreams, shadow demons, shadow replications of people that you know.
Only visions we have are with our ancestors, and they animals.
Yeah. Usually, again, like you just said, your ancestors will return in animal forms to give guidance and wisdom. Unfortunately, you can't remember anything in regards to those. And again, just like everyone else here, your rages, your HP, anything that you used up, you were successful in your dreams. Thorin. You do not see the Prince of Pain.
Oh,
Instead, you see your brother.
ooh.
I'm gonna give you a handout of what he currently looks like.
The brother look hot.
Looks like the Prince of Pleasure.
I don't know. The brother look hot, man.
Kahir would call him sexy pointy ears.
Ooh.
Oh.
Thorin, this is very much definitely your brother, Rift Nocturne. He looks slightly different, but is definitely your brother. His iconic long white hair with 2 front braids that stem out from his long, pointed and pierced ears. His yellow eyes curious at you, as if he was waiting for your arrival, waiting for you to find him. You remember his tattoo, which he got inscribed on your graduation day from the magic schools as a sign of his proudness for his younger brother. A depiction of the sun on his right shoulder, which you can see in the handout as well, in reference to the sun god Asta, which you studied alongside other gods in your time under the clerical schools of magic. His tattoo is slightly different now, though, as it extends past his chest, up his neck, and up to his face. Finally, Thorin, he speaks to you for the first time in many years. Thorin, what was your real name that you gave me? How do you pronounce it?
It was. Let me go to my other tab so I can actually pronounce it correctly.
What's your real name?
Right? Eolindor.
Wow. Such a high elf name.
Eolindo. Or should I say, Thorin? It
Oh.
seems the worlds are in peril. In my time as your older brother, I have tried to keep you safe. I have watched over you. When my searches for our sisters failed, and even as you searched for me, and traveled Niflheim looking for clues of my whereabouts, I continued to watch over you. I was not strong enough to bring Minuet back, or save Harmony. Harmony is dead. Minuet was still held captive until recently. She seems to now be safe, but I have still failed you. I am a failure to you, to Father, to everyone. I was weak. Too weak to save our family from its doom. Father is ill, Harmony is dead. Minuet was just a child when she was kidnapped, and knows nothing of this world. I am weak. Bear with me a moment while I switch up some music. I refuse to continue to be weak. No longer will I allow others to control my destiny. My destiny is mine and mine alone. You have grown so strong in such a short time. Watching over you, you're able to do things I could never hope to. Your skills with the sword and magic grow so quickly that it is not fair. It seems the lineage of our bloodline grows strongest. Thorin. He unsheaths his greatsword, which you fondly toward you. Let's see how strong you've become, brother. Let us spar once more, as we used to when we were young. In Elvish, he says to you, as he always did before you guys would spar, "On guard." And he drew on the initiative.
Were you that taken back by his presence?
Off to a great start.
Oof. Brother can join us though.
Alright, so Rift Nocturne goes first. Let me lower the music a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a hard time hearing you over it.
Thorin. You're going to notice a few things different. However, on your turn, I will explain. Rift is going to come in, as he normally does, with his greatsword drawn, pointed directly at you, and is going to swing down.
That is a
With this-
miss.
17.
That's a miss.
Thorin, I'm assuming as your turn starts, you're sheathing your sword.
Yes.
Your sword is very different. The runic symbols on the sword light up. However, usually when they light up in purple. They are lighting up in a almost like a bright. If you would like to swing with your sword, you can.
You're
However-
breaking up, Danger.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
What's the
So,
color of the rune?
Your sword, the runes that usually light up in purple are now a bright orange and yellow. If you look on your character sheet, you're going to see your sword has additional properties to it. It
Right.
has unlocked some of its lineage, and two things. One, if you attack with it, you'll have an option to add in 1d4 of fire or radiant damage, your choice. Or if you use your Sacred Flame, you will have an added bonus. So once you use your Sacred Flame, you'll see the added bonus as well.
All right.
It is your turn.
All right. So to start off the bat, I am gonna go ahead and just, since I'm right there, I'm resparring. I'm gonna go ahead and take my sword and do a clean sweep, going straight down towards the center mass of his chest.
Unfortunately, that's a miss. If you can notice now, you have some additional text. And I apologize, it's a +5 radiant. Oh no, so that's when you cast Sacred Flame. So there's your information on your Sacred Flame as well.
All right.
So if you want to read out to the party.
All right. So Brissinger, the magical longsword passed down throughout the Nocturne lineage, now awakened during battle with Rift Nocturne as a plus 1d4 radiant or fire damage of my choice. Also, whenever you cast Sacred Flame, your longsword as your arcane focus, you get an added +5 radiant or fire damage. All right.
So you have
So
unlocked your
hopefully-
sword.
All right. Hopefully, I won't miss next time. For my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Where is that? Shield of Faith on myself.
Awesome. Make sure you add that +2 bonus to
Yep.
your AC.
All right, and that's my turn.
Rift is going to very quickly throw back his greatsword and pull out a longsword with 2 hands. Attack,
That's also a miss.
and it is your turn.
All right. Same thing. I'm gonna take my sword and just go straight down to center mass. Maybe I should just start casting spells here.
Yeah, maybe Sacred Flame is your best bet now that you got that added bonus too.
And you
Rift
laugh at
Nocturne
me.
is going to get serious. He's going to put on a serious face, as he usually does when you guys need him or you guys are equally matched. He's going to get more serious with you, and he's going to strike twice with his longsword.
First is
21
a
and
hit.
a 14.
The 21's a hit.
13 slashing damage. It is your turn.
Why is that not working? All right. So for my first, I guess I'll do Sacred Flame.
Go for it. Dexterity save is a fail. Would you like to do radiant or fire damage?
Since we're going in the family, I'm gonna do fire.
In the
Okay, so
family, we're gonna
fire
burn them down.
Keep it in the family.
It's burn them down.
He is going to.
And then
Whether
for
this
my
attack-
bonus action.
Actually, how does your Sacred Flame look now? Now that it's fire damage.
So now that's fire damage. Instead of having that purplish aura come out, the entire sword, the runes start turning like red, and you notice they start spinning. Like the runes themselves are spinning and reconfiguring themselves on the sword, and flames just shoot straight out of the sword like pure fire, going right towards Rift.
Hell yeah! Your sword actually also engulfs in flame as they shoot out, and then briefly, once the flame attacks and hits, the flame will disappear from the sword and the sword will go back to normal. Something that you'll notice very well is that again, your sword is now fully magical, is now a full magical property. So things that would have resistance to normal slash piercing damage won't have resistance to your sword.
All right. And then
Anything else?
my bonus action, you see the runes just light up all around myself and around Riff, and I throw my shield into the ground, and a giant sword pops out of it. I'm gonna get my spiritual weapon to
Hell
pop out
yeah.
and resist me.
Now's the time to use it.
And on cast, it does the initial 1d8. Where is that?
Do you now see the color surrounding your sword?
I do.
You can change that color if you like. Just tell me what color you'd like. Right now it's purple because that's what it was before.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it to be red at the moment, I can make it red. Like
Yeah,
that?
red's fine. Yeah.
Cool. Just to signify your new properties of your sword.
All right.
So another 5 force damage. Alright, he's beginning to become a little bit translucent, just like everyone else. But it is his turn. He's going to once again attempt to swing at you with his longsword twice. 16 and a 23.
The 23 is a hit.
10 slashing damage.
All right.
And it is your turn.
All right. Let me just see. Is this going to be a bonus or is it not a bonus? No, that's an action. All right. So for
It's an
my
action, but if it hits, I think you can do a second hit.
No, that I was looking at something different. So
Okay.
for I'm just gonna heal myself up just to top off. So my entire body just like radiantly starts glowing bright red, and you see the flames themselves are actually healing me, and it will heal me. I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity to heal myself.
Almost look like a Super Saiyan. I think this is how you
Mhm.
explained it
Like
last time.
literally, like I'm just powering up.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't even let me copy it into the chat, does it?
There's
Here
a...
it is.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
There we go.
There you
So
go.
it's gonna heal me for the full duration, which will bring me up to half of my health. Well, it adds an additional 50% because of my level. Right?
So let's see. As an action, you can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level, which you are currently level 4. So up to 20 HP.
But I can only restore up to half of my health at a time.
So what is your
So-
health? What is your max health?
31, so I can get an
So
additional.
you can go
15.
up to up to 15. Actually, no. Let me see. You can restore no more than half of its hit point maximum. So correct, 15 max.
All right, so I'm at 23 now. All right, and then my bonus action, I'm gonna have my spirit weapon attack as well.
Go for it. If it hits, you can hit again. That's a hit.
That was my bonus because isn't the Channel Divinity my
You're correct.
action? So,
Yes.
so that's my turn.
As an action, and then spirit weapon was your action. Okay, that's fine. -7. Rift is not gone yet. He's going to attempt to swing once more with his greatsword. He's going to throw back his longsword once again, switch, and go back to his greatsword. This one he only has 1 attack with, and it's an 11. I'm assuming you bring up your shield, very easily carry it.
Mm-hmm.
Very reminiscent of when you guys were young, sparring with each other. And it is your
Alright.
turn once again.
And then for my bonus action, or for my attack, I am gonna go ahead and use something that I haven't used before.
Ooh.
I will do this at level 2. So, you see the sword itself, like all the runes, start burning up, and it goes throughout my entire body into my sword. And the shield now is starting to light up as well. And you see like a crest appear out of the middle of the shield. Of a sword with radiant flame just burning out all around it, like bright red. And from the center of that, it just shoots straight out towards Riff.
Hell yeah. And he disappears in a puff of radiant smoke. I'm also going to remove your spirit weapon. Thorin, again, you were successful on this dream scene. Everyone was successful. Congratulations, everyone. Thorin, any spells that you use, your HP, everything comes back to you, including your Channel Divinity Preserve Life. So you have everything back. I will give you guys the information. If anyone did fail, you wouldn't have gotten back any of the things that you used. You would have gotten back your HP, but any spells or anything that you did use, you wouldn't get that back for the next until your next long rest or whenever you would get those things back. But since you were all successful, everything returns to you.
Where'd you go, brother?
He is gone, and we'll take our break now. So everyone will take a 5-minute break. Once we return, you guys will. I don't want to give too much information. There is a cliffhanger, but I'm not going to give it to you guys. There's a lot going on here. So
The
once we
cliffhanger
return,
is
we'll
no
continue.
cliffhanger.
It is a cliff. All right, so I'll give you guys the image of the cliff. As you all awake, you are not in the Gnomish outpost. You are about 500 feet away, looking at the Gnomish outpost. As you all awake, you will notice a huge comet above the Gnomish outpost, and the Prince of Pain hovering in front of you with an arm outstretched towards the comet. And that's where we'll go to our break. See you all in 5 minutes.
Wedge! Oh no!
We're back.
Yep.
All right, welcome back.
Take one teeth out so I can eat.
Let's pause the music as I give you guys some information. During the break, Thorin and everyone will wake from their dream, again, about 500 feet outside of the Gnomish outpost. Thorin, very quickly, as you awoke, you found something glinting on the floor, which is the image that everyone's looking at the moment. Again, Thorin, you're the only one that has this knowledge, though, of a amulet that you picked up. I PM'd you of what I was talking to you about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that. And let's bring us back in. Everyone awoke and finds themselves outside of the outpost about 500 feet away. As you all awake, you see the Prince of Pain hovering above you with his back turned towards you, holding out his hand with a magical and purple reddish glow. Seems to be casting a spell. All of you, again, are at 100% HP. All spells and abilities and everything is reset. Doran, I gave you your thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Prince of Pain closes his hand into a fist. At this moment, from the sky, everyone sees the extremely large comet falling towards the Gnomish outpost. He screams out or yells out, "Witness the power of the Everflow! I will become the world's one true god."
Oh no.
Everyone roll me dexterity saving throws.
Oh great.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my number.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You don't have to.
Okay.
Everyone saved. Everyone's fine. DC
Okay.
was a 5 at this far away. However, I need to
I
roll
barely make
something
that.
here.
I
Let me roll
barely
something.
make that.
Hang on.
Oh,
Let's
poor
see if this
Wedge.
rolls. It should roll.
No, Wedge.
Okay, it rolled.
So is this like a Dragon Ball Z bomb about to happen?
That's exactly what happens. 169 fire damage to the entirety of the Gnomish outpost.
Oh no.
As the entire outpost is destroyed. Everyone was able to successfully dodge behind a large rock. To one side of the rock, you guys hear a clanging, which seems to be some type of sword or something that hit against the rock. And everyone will see the Prince of Pain turn towards you all. And he will
How
say,
far away is he?
he's. Do you guys see him on
Yeah.
the map? Did I move
He's
you
right
guys
next to
over?
you.
I don't see us.
Go down. Or
Is it
ping it.
supposed to be all blurry?
Oh, there it is.
No.
You guys can
No.
see now?
Put
Yeah.
your drink down, Wraith.
It's not blurry, right?
First of all, fuck you.
If you guys want, zoom out on the map. This is a huge map. There
Ooh,
is
hello.
like there is a very obvious destruction all around you.
Oh, I just saw the soul. No.
The background
The
of it
Prince
still
of
looks
Pain.
blurred.
It's in clear for me.
It clear for
I'll put
me.
you down here.
It
I'm
clear for
just
me.
I'm reloading. Let's see if
Yeah.
that
Okay.
helps.
Oh no. I saw the soul.
There we go. Now it's clear.
Okay. The Prince of Pain bows in front of you and says, "I am the Prince of Pain, harbinger of the destruction that lays before you. I seek to erase these worlds, the failures of God's created, and rule over my own ideal vision of this world. I will become its only true God and change the destiny of these worlds. I have a test for all of you keepers. Let's see how you fare against the magics of the Everflow." He outstretches an arm, and in his hand, a small black orb floats He throws it over to one side. It begins collecting rock and dirt as a large monstrosity, a large golem takes shape.
Somebody punch him in the dick.
Yeah.
How big is this golem?
Huge.
relative to us?
Huge.
You can count it,
Huge.
babe.
Huge.
It's 20 by 20.
The Prince of Pain speaks to you all once more and says,
20 by 20.
I have some business to attend to, but do have fun. We will be seeing each other very soon. He turns to the golem, whispers something, and at the end of the sentence, swings his greatsword, rips open a shadow door, and steps through. And the shadow door closes behind him.
The shadow door looks like the other ones that we've been
Exactly
interacting
like the
with.
other ones.
This son of a bitch.
Unlike the other shadow doors, however, this one closed by itself. And give me a moment, and we'll begin combat as I need everyone's.
You see, obviously, in the anime, like how they do the hand, the pointing hand, just like.
Did you guys hear the big explosion, by the way?
No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As I was dying on a popcorn kernel. Ugh.
Guys, that thing is huge.
Give you guys a handout of what it looks like.
Remember, you have advantage on your initiative.
Yep.
Right.
That's what the golem looks like.
Cute.
So it's the circle on his head or the circle on his chest, like in the picture.
It's on the chest.
Okay.
Give me a second. I have a lot of things to pop out here, and move some things around.
Oh yeah. Let me roll my initiatives. Boop boop boom boom. Oh, when I reloaded it, it got rid of my popped out character sheet.
So that amulet's on the floor in front of me. So I need
Yep.
it. Alright.
Would you like to activate it?
Sure, why not?
Then here's my second one. Jesus.
That's an 8.
All right, now I'm gonna use my number.
What's your number?
16.
Okay. Thorin,
Mm-hmm.
tell me how it looks when you summon your Shield Guardian for the first time.
So I take a look at the amulet and I snap the sword on it into the shield, and this giant rune like shoots out of the amulet onto the floor in the shape of the shield with the sword coming straight out. I take my sword and I unsheath it and jab it into the ground, and from it, like literally, you just see this like ash come around from the ground, just forming up and forming this guardian that's standing there with a giant shield at its side.
Yeah, this thing, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks at the moment. Again, we talked about how your Shield Guardian may look later on, but at the moment, this is the first time you're using this amulet. You're not too sure what it does, but you have that reminiscing, or that thought of your father speaking with him about the Shield Guardians. I'm going to show everyone what this Shield Guardian currently looks like. This is the ancient Shield Guardian of the Nocturne Legion, who is currently at a knee, standing up. As he stands up, you guys can very obviously see that this is like a construct. He's moving very slow, getting into position. His arm opens up, and a huge shield comes out of the arm, and the arm closes. And now he has a big-ass shield on one arm as well. At the bottom lower left leg, Thorin, again, this will probably change later on, but at the bottom left leg on the handout, you can see there's a couple of sigils there. One of them is the Nocturne City, which I will show to everyone as well. And Thorin, you should have full control over this character sheet. It is a bunch of question marks.
Mhm.
Do you see it under your summons?
I do.
What would you like to name this thing?
Where is it? What I PM'd you.
Okay.
Or it can be the first word for short.
Like Big Daddy to me.
Normally, Orpheus would run straight over and try to touch that thing. Looks so cool.
Okay. Can everyone see it?
Kind of hard not to.
Is it Miller?
Mir.
Yeah.
Mer.
Myrrh.
Or Mir. How do
Mir,
you
right?
pronounce it, Radix?
Mer Ankafalam.
Or Mer for short.
Gesundheit.
Or Mer. Right?
You should pop out his character sheet. It is your character. We'll update him next week.
Right.
He has 60 HP. A bunch of things that he can do. One of the things that he can do is he has something called Spell Storing. A spellcaster who wears the Shield Guardian's amulet can cause the Guardian to store one spell of 4th level or lower. To do so, you must cast a spell on the Guardian. However, this Guardian already has a spell charged. It is Guiding Bolt at level 3.
Alright.
The Shield Guardian can also minimize or expand. Its default value is a large creature, so it's 4 spaces. However, if you guys are in a tight space, you might want to shrink him down. It only lasts 10 minutes. Otherwise, he'll return back to his normal size. He does have a few extra cool things that he can do, such as shield. If he's within 5 feet of you, Thorin, the wearer of the necklace, he can shield you, give you a +2 bonus to AC. Also, all damage taken by you is halved and given to the shield guard.
Alright.
Okay, so keep that in mind. You have now 2 character sheets to deal with. Enjoy. Let's roll it an initiative roll as well. So you should be able
And
to
you
do so.
that on this itself. Oh, this sheet looks so much different than mine. Right.
Yeah, click on the Shield Guardian and then click his initiative. Cool. Perfect. Shield Guardian's gonna go first.
Alright.
Let me describe the Stone Golem really quick.
Mhm.
So this Stone Golem is gargantuan. It is huge. As it walks, the whole ground shakes. Everyone can see a very obvious, almost like a runic circle in the center of its chest, lighting up in blue. However, it is just made out of stone. No face. But obviously has some like arms and legs and maybe like some rocky hands. Rocks and pebbles, or not large rocks, but pebbles keep falling off of it as it's moving. It is moving very slowly though. And it is your turn. Your Shield Guardian, Thorin, is up. What would you like to do?
The Prince of Pain's not there, right? That's just a little
It is-
artifact.
yeah, he's gone.
Alright,
He
so
disappeared through a shadow door.
I'm just gonna go ahead and so Thurin just like points directly at the Shield Guardians and pretty much says, "Hey, protect the group, get in front of the Stone Golem," and he's gonna move right up there and start attacking him.
Yep.
with
Shield
his-
Golem cannot speak, but will always obey your commands. He has multi-attack with his fist. So you can attack twice. And where is my Stone Golem? There it is. The first one to hit, the second one to miss.
Alright. So he just takes his fist and is pummeling at that golem.
Bludgeoning damage. Okay. Very small piece of rock comes off. Where is the Shield Guardian attempting to hit?
He's aiming kind of like I guess what would that be? Like the right shoulder, the one that's closest to the actual portrait of the mirror.
Definitely can't reach the shoulder. This thing is huge. I would say maybe
Then,
40
like,
feet
maybe it's, like-
tall, maybe higher.
All right, they aiming at like towards the kneecap area, if not a little lower, ankles.
Cool. Yep, they can reach the kneecap about. Chips off a little piece of it. Roll me a perception check as Thorin. With a 9, this thing's made out of rock. Probably punching it isn't going to do too much. It did do some damage, though.
All right, and that's my
Anything
turn.
else on the Shield Guardian's turn?
No, that is it.
Balance, you're up. This huge ass thing's coming at you. You look to your right. The entire outpost is destroyed. All the gnomes are gone. You can see bones of little things, little gnomish bones that's scattered across. Seems like all these friends that you made at the outpost and Wedge is possibly gone.
Bruh, I didn't make
Yeah,
friends
just-
with nobody.
I did.
Golem stomping towards you guys, and a shield guardian to your left.
All right, I'm gonna rush
Which
up on
seems
his
that-
ass.
Yeah, which seems that Thorin is controlling. What would you like to do against the stone golem?
I'm gonna go for a Divine Smite inspired Lance Strike. Probably miss.
Where are you aiming?
Center mass.
All right, so you cannot reach. Well, let's see.
Oh, is it that tall?
You can maybe reach its pelvis region. Yeah, it's huge.
Okay.
If you're aiming for like the center, again, there is a very obvious runic symbol on its chest. You probably wouldn't be able to reach it unless possibly climbed up on it. But yeah, I'm assuming maybe swinging for a leg or two.
All right, I'm down. I'll go for a kneecap.
All right. Unfortunately, the 9 is a miss.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
Yes, I'm gonna follow through with my secondary attack. That does not get Divine Smite because I don't want to use it on. Well, man, fuck it. Of course, that one hits.
That is a hit.
4 damage.
4. And your weapon is a magical weapon. Okay. So, balance. Your attack, even though it only did 4, was effective. You did see a large rock fly off of the kneecap, and the golem definitely reacted. It like took a step back, and then again is moving forward to attack you guys. But it seems like your weapon is effective against the creature. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Orpheus, you're up.
I hit him with the shtick.
Crazy stuff's going on as usual. What would you like to do?
Fuck, I made a mistake. I moved in front of Orpheus.
You guys are muted, by the way.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, why? Alright, obvious. I would like to go move over here. Wait. Move maximum?
Music level, by the way, guys. Is it okay?
Yep.
Huh?
Good.
Yeah.
Yep, music's good.
So you're gonna see obvious move over here. And then I stop. I touch the back of the guardian just to feel it. You know? Feel it. I was like,
Feels cold to the
wow.
touch, like you're touching a big piece of like maybe armor or
I
metal.
was, yeah, when I touch, I
Very
was
cold
like,
to the touch.
and Orpheus like,
Orpheus, roll me a history check
oh,
as you're touching the stone guardian.
that was
You don't
A
remember the
natural
large
one.
suit of. You do not remember the large suit of armor in your mansion.
okay. Well, I was like, so I was like, wow, this is such a cool guy. And then I go over here, 35 feet, I think.
Okay.
Nope, one more page.
One more, go for it.
Yeah, there you go. And then I will look at the stone golem. I was like, I'm a cast Eldritch Blast, put my hand out. And then I'll do Eldritch Blast.
12 is a miss. Anything else in your turn?
And nope, that's all. That's it, my turn.
Thorin, you're up.
All right.
Super Saiyan Thorin You're now
So I'm gonna-
supercharged. You have some new things going on. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna move right next to my guardian. This way I can keep that shield benefit.
You
And
guys are
I'm
forming a line in front.
gonna go ahead and you know what? Let me do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and do yeah, why not? Sacred Flame.
Go for it. Dexterity saving throw. Oh my
And I'm
god,
gonna
this
be
thing
aiming-
sucks with dexterity, but crit
But-
success. What were you aiming for, by the way?
I was gonna aim towards the runic symbol on his chest.
Yeah, so as you are, the stone golem sees this coming and just brings up both arms and blocks his chest. And dissipates the I don't think he declared if it was fire or radiant, but regardless, just dissipates it. No
All right.
damage. But definitely blocked it, did not want you to hit it. You could very, very quickly notice that it was, instead of moving out of the way, it definitely was trying to block it.
And then
Ah.
bonus action, I'm just gonna get my spirit weapon up.
Go for it. Yeah, so the
It's
spirit
gonna
weapon you
go-
can move within its range. So if you're trying to
Yep.
hit its chest, you can move it up to its chest.
Yep, just gonna go right up there, just kind of floating in the middle there, aiming directly at its chest.
Yep.
And
Go for
spirit weapon roll.
9 force damage. Cool. Where are you aiming?
I'm aiming right at the center of his chest.
Okay. Tell me how it looks as it's striking. I think this is first time spirit weapons.
I think it's the first time it actually hit something. So the spirit weapon itself, you know, it's pretty much a replica of my family heirloom sword that I have. So instead of normally when I would cast a spell, the runes would light up and then they would like go back to like just being just like an engraving in the sword. The entire spirit weapon is just glowing in this aura, and it's now glowing in the aura of the color of my sigil. So everything now is just like bright red, and as the sword goes through it, it leaves behind like a red spectral trail going behind the sword.
Awesome. Yeah. As you hit it, it reacts, pushes it back, and then steps forward again. Very, very much did not like you hitting the sigil in its chest, the runic symbol. Anything else on your turn?
That is it.
By the way, your roll was a 7, but because you hit the sigil, it was a 16. Just a quick heads up for everyone else. Very much want you guys to declare where you're attacking. The stone golem. Let's see. Three. Thorin. He's going to just quickly step over to the side. And he's going to attempt to cast something on you. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving.
24 is a success as he looks at you and says with weird, because he didn't really have a mouth, his where his mouth would be separates, opens, and says, "Slow down," and closes. You feel yourself start to slow, like magic is constricting you, but you break free from it, and you're not affected by this spell. And it is Trahern's turn. Trahern, what would you like to do?
Alright. I'm going to use Fairy Fire, and I'm going to cast it 60 feet away towards the, like, behind the golem, so that it only affects the golem itself, none of the party members. So the way this looks,
Color. Give me a color.
let's do like like a light blue, like a magical type of light blue color.
How's that?
You do for the right?
Right, but move it up some so that it's not clipping into anybody, or unless you're just trying to exhibit that he's radiating
So
light blue.
I think it. Yeah,
he
we'll
radiates.
say that you're only aiming to hit him with it.
Yeah, so he's hit with it, but they do light up. So any objects that are affected do light up, and that includes creatures. So yeah, so but for this spell effect, like out of the trees, there's not many, but you can see like out of the trees and the little bit of grass that there's this like shiny bright lights. They're really small, but like as they kind of like fly by, like think of like little tiny lights, like lightning bugs, right? And they're just like swarming, but as they fly by, you can kind of see like little tiny wings. So it's just like this group of fairies and stuff going out, and then they go out into the area, and this golem just engulfs in kind of like this blue glow, and then the fairies dissipate.
Mechanically wise, you give everyone advantage now
Yes.
for attack rolls, right?
Right.
Cool. So
Wait, hold on.
again,
You-
that
You have to do a dexterity saving throw first.
crit fail.
That'll work.
It sucks at dexterity, so anything dexterity based, you guys have a good chance.
You went
Yeah.
straight opposites with that dexterity saving throw. Crit success into a crit fail.
And then
Right.
I am going to walk up, just 5 feet here, and I'm going to put my hand on the back of Kahira's shoulder, and or sorry, no, that's never mind. I can't do that yet. So actually, I'm just going to use Shillelagh, and I'm going to imbue my weapon with magic as a bonus action.
Okay. You're not transform or anything, right?
No, and that's the end of my turn.
Yep. Cool. Okay, here, your turn. Now the golem is glowing. Very easy to spot. You can see the glowing ring in the center of its chest. Very high up, maybe about 15, 20 feet up on its chest. How tall are you?
Like 6'4".
You would have to jump pretty high if you're trying to hit the runic symbol on its
You
chest,
did it.
by the way. Or attempt to climb the creature. Just a quick heads up mechanically. Its square is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 6. So I'll give you a ruler if you're trying to measure it out. So you have to get to about here or here for reach. You'll be able to reach it from here, where Thorin is.
I'll move 15 there. And he's going to take out a javelin and throw it at the sigil.
Go for it. You have advantage,
Yep. I'm not even going to be...
regardless.
Yeah, I'm not going to be reckless with this one. He's very intently concentrating on it, especially now that he's kind of glowing and is very... He's concentrating on that sigil to hit.
Yeah, if the sigil was on his back or he was actively trying to shield it, it would probably not be advantage. But because this thing is on his chest, glowing, very easy to see, probably almost like a bullseye target. Very easy for you to distinguish what its weak point is, essentially. So go ahead and roll me an attack roll with your javelin. That's definitely a hit. Roll me damage. This is double damage, by the way. However, it does have some resistance. And this is one of them. So you're going to deal normal 5 damage instead of reduced damage because you're hitting the signal.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to reach in at the biggest part that I can reach in at, probably like his shin or something with
Yep.
my glaive hilt.
Go for it. 16 is a make it, break it. It's a hit. 6 bludgeoning, which is reduced by some. Again, this one, the bludgeoning damage doesn't look to be that effective. Just like with the shield guardian, when it punched it, same thing. It chips off a little piece. It does do a little bit of damage, but not as effective as hitting the sigil or doing some type of magical damage. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Back around to the top of the order, the Shield Guardian is up.
All right. So Thurin very quickly just points at Mir and says, "Use whatever ranged magic you have and aim directly at that sigil, at the center of his chest, and it will use that spell store." I guess I have to roll off my character sheet, right?
Yes, you're always going to roll off of your character sheet,
Alright.
but you do not take a spell slot for this.
Alright.
Mechanically, I'll talk to you after the session on how you can do this.
All right.
But yes,
So it's
it does have a guiding bolt at level, what did I say, level 3
Mm-hmm.
currently stored.
All right. So Guardian Bolt level 3.
29. But that is a miss, unfortunately.
All right. And that
How does it
is-
look when it's releasing this
So,
magic?
so when it's releasing that magic, he takes his shield and he pretty much plops it down, almost like the Roman phalanx would be. He plops the shield down in front of him. And the entire shield glows red, and from the center of it, a bright red, like pure fire beam shoots straight out and just goes and veers wide right, missing the goal.
Yeah, the Shield Guardian looks the weirdest thing in the world. His head fully turns back, looks at you, and then turns back around. Anything else on the Shield Guardian's turn?
No, that is it.
Balance, you're up. This
Up.
thing is taking some blows, but it is moving
I'm
around.
up.
Doesn't look too phased by
down.
all the attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that kneecap again.
Go for it.
Go with that divine smite charge. Fuck you.
Bam! Let's see all the damages.
Woo! 21, 25 damage.
25 damage.
Gotta aim
all.
for the joints when they're too tall for you, man.
Yeah, this one, this time you strike your lance in, and the concussion behind it, a couple rocks shoot off of its leg. Its leg is about like halfway through now, the kneecap. Definitely letting off some of the magics that are keeping this golem together. You guys were witness the small black orb. If you've ever watched Naruto and seen Pain's ability to create like big boulders, very reminiscent of that. Yeah, some of the boulders, the magic that was holding these boulders together is let off as your spear or your lance strikes through. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow through with a hilt strike, also empowered by divine. This will be my last divine.
Yep.
Miss.
It's a miss, unfortunately.
Yep. It's okay.
Anything else? Movement?
It's still in range. What's the circle around him again?
Right up to where you are now. So I'll give you the square in a second.
Yeah, but what is the circle?
25
Yeah,
feet across.
It reminiscences fairy fire that's causing him
Oh,
to glow.
the circle around is fairy fire. For her, which gives
Oh.
advantage to everyone.
Oh.
So if you crit
Okay.
failed on that, it would have been a 6 instead of a 12.
Okay.
Orpheus, you're up. What would you like to do?
Bash
You're
your
muted.
eyelashes at him.
You see Alpia transform into that creature again, like it have like the holographic wing looking thing. I'm gonna use form of dread. Do you got that? Okay, and then I'll roll my hit point, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then I will cast Eldritch Blast at the sigil. I'm just aim for it.
Go for it. I was looking for the handout of how you look.
It's
Trying to remember what
Ooh,
chapter.
crit attack.
Chapter C, right?
chapter 1, the last one. Oh, well, no. I don't know where you
It's in
put
the
it.
handout somewhere.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, but in the back of me, like you see the wing come out, but it's like it's not an actual wing. It just looked like a flame looking wing, like engulf my body.
yeah.
And then it's a crit.
Yeah, the
That's 20.
wings, as you're shooting your Crimson Wake, your Eldritch Blast, the wings, the fire from the wings joins in on the Eldritch Blast. As you crit, roll me the damage. Where are you aiming?
At the sigil, if possible. I don't know if I can aim it from this side.
How much damage is that?
12, 22.
Tell
And
me how this
then-
looks as this golem gets literally decimated by your attack.
So it's just like you see the fire, the black fire come in, and then it just like sort of engulf from the front all the way to the back. But you see like between the piece of rock that piece the gum together, some of the fire go inside the crevice of the rock.
Hell yeah, and this thing explodes. Rock goes flying everywhere. It's still up, but you guys will see a whole bunch of rocks go flying off of this thing.
He also
as
have
Orpheus
those.
deals 44 force damage to those.
Also have to roll a wisdom saving throw for my dread.
Or dread.
If it fail, it's gonna frighten me until the end of the next turn. Of my next turn.
Once during each of your turns, when you hit a creature with an attack, you can force it to make a wisdom saving throw. If it
Yeah.
fails, it's frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, yep.
15. What's
That's,
your spell save DC?
14, so that he save it.
Okay. It is not frightened of you. Anything else in your turn?
That'll be my turn.
It had advantage, by the way, to your spell. Just a quick heads up. Thorn, you're up.
All right, so you see the spirit weapon. My sword is like glimmering, probably gonna dissipate soon. So I'm just gonna have that sword go right in, move in towards the center mass of his chest again, and swing twice. One for the attack and one for the bonus action.
Go for it. Both hit. 19. What did I just do? Did I do something? No. Yeah, same thing. Just like Orpheus, as you're hitting this thing, rocks are shooting, flying off of it. Anything else?
Nope, that is it. That's all I can do.
All right. On the golem's next turn, everyone roll me perception checks.
Obvious is a 17.
1 second.
So he's 7, third and 10.
Yeah,
10.
And then Johan 16.
Who rolled higher than a 15?
Obvious and Johan. And then we're waiting on balance.
Alright. This food's really good. I'm getting really into that food now, dude. Fucking
He rolled
nope.
6. So only Obvious and Johan.
What was that perception checking? Oh, you being crazy?
Captain Tolbold has entered the fight. New challenger.
Oh, Captain Turbo.
A new challenger has entered the arena.
And Captain Tolbold looks like this.
Captain
Give me a
Tolbold is
second.
about to fuck you up.
Wait, we seen him before? Not yet, right?
Sorry, guys, I have a lot to do here. It's not-
Oh, look at them. So cute. Oh.
As a whole bunch of gnome rangers show up, along with
Ooh.
Captain Tolbold.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, what is something?
Oh, where's Wedge?
Where's one? No!
Under the giant rock his sword is sticking out of
No!
Captain Tobold is about 4 feet tall, pretty
Oh God,
tall
he
for a
ugly.
gnome. Has awesome looking armor, almost like a turquoise, with a turquoise shield, and his sword is glowing almost with like some type of water flowing off of it, but usually water falls. This water is actually evaporating upwards. Looks kind of weird. But Captain Tobold and the Gnome Rangers have arrived to see what the hell is going on here. And Captain Torbold is going to very quickly speak to everyone as he gets his round in before the golem. Let me reascend this. And then I gotta add all the rangers that are around. Add turn. And all the rangers will go on a 12. And Captain Torbold is going to have his round now. Because he's badass. So Captain Torbold's going to run up. Go to the back side of this thing. And very quickly, as he's bringing out his cool-looking sword, he's going to speak to you all and say, "What is going on here? Did you all do this? You all destroyed this outpost? What is this creature?"
I point at Orpheus.
Don't point at me. Whoever, I point the golem and I said, whoever created that golem did it. He just disappeared, but that's the golem. He did that. We are friends with the villager.
Less talking, more fighting.
Check, Orpheus. Persuasion.
A 17.
Okay.
Less
He
pew
gives
pew,
you a
more pew
nod.
pew.
And swings his sword out. As he swings, a huge line of this like goop flies off of his sword, and let's see if he hits. Captain Tobold, where are you? There you are. With the Spit Saber, 16 is a hit.
This
It's gonna
is
do 5 slashing damage and 28
Ooh.
acid damage.
Ooh. Hey, Captain, that's a cool saw. Can I borrow after?
Focus on the fight. He
So
looks
that's
at
a
you.
yes? That's a yes, yeah?
Focus on the fight. And the stone golem is going to stop towards Valence and Thorin. One each. First one at Valence with a 20. Second one at Thorin with a 20. Valence, 13 bludgeoning. As a huge foot comes crashing down.
Oh.
That's the
Now
noise that
Thorin,
Ryan made.
22 bludgeoning as a huge
Alright.
foot comes down. Again, that is half
That's
given
split
to the
between
golem.
me and yep.
Yep. So make sure you
So-
update the golem. I did add in his hit points as a bar that you can edit. So if you click on the stone golem's token, and there's a little cogwheel, you can update the bar there, or you can type in the green box. Just do negative and then whatever the amount is.
I just try that. It just adds in the text.
Uh,
I just do it manually.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Traherne, it is your turn.
Alright, if I do like a check just to see like how beat up my teammates are in front of me, does that count as an action? Or
So far, the only ones that have taken damage is the attack that just happened against Valence and Thorin. You very obviously saw them both get hit by a foot and a fist. Valence took 13. Thorin looked like he took a very heavy blow, but the shield guardian was right next to him and kind of pushed him out of the way, or however Thorin wants to flavor it.
Yeah, pretty much he just held his shield up and like The foot bounced off the shield. It hit both the shield guardian and Thurin, like with his foot as it slid down. But
Looks like Thorin weathered that blow okay.
I am going to cast Moonbeam as a level 2.
Cool.
Do you need the tooltip?
No, I'm looking for the light thing that I gave you the last time.
So
What
for
color?
those,
I think it was like a light blue, right?
yeah, but you can change. You can make it like some contrast. Just make it a different blue.
How big is it?
It's 5-foot radius.
Oops. I broke the game.
And I'm gonna put it like right down the center, or as close to the center as I can get it.
5-foot radius, so it's this big, and it's like right here.
Yeah, that works right there. So like, basically coming down, surrounding the back of the neck, through
Cool.
the cracks in the stone, and just permeates all the way down to the ground.
What does it do? Can you
Um,
click the tooltip to the side?
What does it have to do? Is it a dexterity save?
It's
Or
Constitution.
Okay, con.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm assuming half damage. Should be half damage.
Yeah, half damage. Yep.
What was the damage?
11.
11,
So
so 5.
half. So it's 5. Okay. Definitely did damage though, and was effective.
Okay.
Couple rocks split off of its back. Right where Captain Tobalt took all that acid damage. Looks like it hit in the same spot.
Okay.
Anything else in your turn?
No.
Do you have a bonus action still?
Yeah, I'm good. We'll just end my turn.
Okay, Captain Tobalt had his turn. Kahir, your turn.
I guess I'm gonna throw my last javelin,
Go for it.
aiming at the sigil. Like,
The other one missed, right?
no, it hit.
It hit. Roll me
Yeah.
a d20 to see if it broke. If it didn't break, it landed right in front of you. You can pick it up and throw it again.
Nice. I'll do that. I'll just pick it up and rethrow it.
Go for it. Miss. Actually, are you raging?
16? No,
Oh
but
no,
he's
it's
still
advantage,
affected by
right?
fairy
Because
fire.
of yeah, very far. That's a hit. Roll me damage. And then roll me another d20. You're aiming for the center, right?
Correct.
So it's half, but it's double, so it's the full 8. Because it has resistance. And again, the lance falls in front of you. On your turn, pick it up.
And then
the
with
javelin.
my left hand, I just kind of jab at the shin in front of me with the hilt.
Go for it. You have advantage. That's crit.
Oh, thank God. Crit and I
Another
fail one.
7, but it's halved because you can't reach the sigil up top or the perfect circle. So we'll save for turn. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. Back to the top of the order. However, before your turn, it goes to the Shield Guardian. The Rangers will get a turn. And they're all going to shoot some arrows at this thing. So let's see. How many rolls? Where's my Gnome Rangers?
There are 10 ranger.
There they are. Let's see. How many
Okay.
are there?
There are 10 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are correct. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many hit?
1, 2, 3.
They
This
all
one
get
hit.
advantage, right?
Yeah. But only
This one hits. This one hits. This one hits. Quick math. 7, 7 is 14.
33.
18. What? 33? You counted it up
33.
already?
Yep.
Divided by half. Okay.
16.
Your turn. Shield Guardian's up. This thing is wobbling around now, hopping on 1 foot almost,
Mhm.
due to Valance taking out its right leg.
Fuck that leg.
So the Guardian is gonna go. Are we doing like opposites? So like that right there is the left leg, or because like
Yeah,
he's
so
facing us
technically
that's
it's
left.
yeah. That's the leg that Valance destroyed almost.
All right. So I'm gonna just move the Mir Guardian. Thurn kind of just like points and says, "Hey, look, that leg's down. Aim at the other one." And he's gonna go ahead and just double multi attack at the other remaining leg.
Go for it. Both hits. Roll me damage. How would you like to kill it?
Ooh.
All right, so the Shield Guardian literally just takes its fist, and it's just pummeling and just it's like literally bashing the knee, and you see little pieces of rock just kind of flying down as he just like continuously just decimates this golem, and it just keeps on going down like lower and lower as more rock flies off, and just pummeling the rocks as they're flying everywhere.
What's that thing in Mario where you keep punching it and like it makes it smaller and smaller? Kind of doing
The
that,
mushroom
punching
thing.
it.
Yeah, and rocks just flying out, just keeps on going down lower, and it keeps on just hitting it as more rock chunks fly off.
Awesome. And with that, the golem has been felled. Congratulations. Thorin, you'll very quickly notice your shield guardian is going to fall apart and
Mhm.
disappear until you fully attune to your necklace. You guys are free to do what you like until Captain Kobold comes over to you guys.
So
You have about maybe a few moments.
did we see when we go back in here? Did we see the sword next to the rock?
You heard it.
The sword?
You heard the sword clang against the rock as you guys,
Oh,
as the explosion went off.
I would like
So-
to over there to inspect the sword to see if he under there.
I'm gonna go ahead and just cast guidance on myself just for that extra bit of help, and I'm gonna do a perception check, just kind of checking the around surrounding area, see if there's like just what is around here. Oh, I didn't even need the guidance.
Yeah, so there's straight up destruction. You guys can see pieces of what was the outpost back here. Did it shift you guys over?
Yeah.
So I mean, you could see very much where you guys were probably resting. Whole bunch of debris, caves, or not caves, but huge holes in the ground. The entire outpost is destroyed. The forest to your west is untouched. That's where the gnomes came from. And very obviously, next to where Morpheus is going is Wedge's sword. It is broken. You also see dead gnomes everywhere. Parts of bodies, unfortunately.
Do we see
Probably
Wedge?
charred. Wedges, no, he's not there. You don't see him at all. But just very obviously, you see his broken sword there. Probably didn't survive with that amount of damage.
Can I
If you
pick the
guys were still
sword?
there, it would not have been pretty.
Can I pick the sword up and I'm gonna call out for Wedge?
You can pick it up.
Now, I was
And
like-
Wedge's sword broken in your inventory.
oh,
It's
why?
a long sword broken,
Oh,
but it is Wedge's sword.
I was like, I'm gonna call out for Wedge. I was like, Wedge, are you around? Well, keep calling for him.
The gnome rangers all move up, and Captain Torvald very quickly goes, tries to get your attention. Can everyone please
Jahir's-
come over?
Gahir's gonna pick up his javelin and just stand 2 feet above the captain. Look down. Yeah.
You
I didn't
there
hit-
in the shiny armor, please come over.
I didn't hear the captain. I behind the rock,
Little
so I'm just
boy.
gonna.
Refused.
I
come
didn't
over.
hear. Did he say loud enough? Because I
Archers,
was digging.
aim.
I was digging. So did I hear it?
You there, the one that spoke to me, come over here.
Okay. And then I started come over.
Before we go to our next break, Captain Tolbert turns to the Rangers and says, "Bind their hands, take their weapons." As we all go to a break. See you all in 5 minutes.
Well, now I'm killing gnomes.
Good.
All right. Welcome back. Before the break, Captain Tolbold ordered the Gnome Rangers to basically take your weapons and bind you guys. Before they advance towards you, he is going to speak to you guys. And he's going to say, again, I need to know what had happened here. Please give me details.
So
Otherwise, we will have to take you in and question you further.
so as he say that, Orpheus gonna cast Charm.
Captain Tolbold is going to raise a hand and cast Counterspell.
He's gonna charm Harry.
No, it just dissipates his magic.
Oh,
He
dude,
doesn't even
I'm
have to roll
fine.
anything because it's a cantrip, right? Charm person is what is it, level 1 spell?
Level 2.
Level 2. So anything level 3 or below, it doesn't have to, right? Do you hear? Or Zeph?
That is
Counterspell?
correct. Yeah. If it's equal to or above, you have to. It's a opposing roll.
So it was supposed to jump 2 people.
Yep.
Would I be able to jump this one though?
The Gnome Ranger?
Yeah.
No, counterspell. The entire spell gets null.
Spell is
Okay.
done.
Okay.
Yes. It totally nullifies the spell. Captain Tobold's going to quickly shoot a look at you, Orpheus, and he's
Well.
going to say, no funny business.
Okay.
We're
I'm
at a
not
zero.
in the mood for a fight. I've lost a lot of friends here in this outpost.
As he say that, my formal drag disappear.
We just
so
want to find out what's going on.
so as he say that, my formal drag disappear. You see, like I'm shrink a little bit. As
If
he
you-
say that.
I'm going to put the voice back on because if you all follow, we'll get to the bottom of what has happened here. Again, we don't want any violence.
And
We
I
will be taking you to the old tree, and you will be presented before the gnome elders to find out the truth of what has happened here. Will you come
preload a
willingly,
spell.
or will there be a fight?
We'll come willingly, but I'm also not gonna disarm myself.
We will have to take your weapons once we enter the city. They will be returned.
Give us some moments
Yep.
to deliberate.
Captain
Captain
Tolbold
Tolbold.
looks around and takes a few moments to assess the damage done to the outpost.
So, what do you guys think?
You were
Um,
speaking up towards him, Thorin?
Yeah, I was
did
gonna
look
say,
over to
Captain
you.
Tobalt. I'm sure we can come to some arrangements because my companions and I are not going to disarm. And
And I
he, you see Thorin like kind of unsheaths his weapon and flips it around and shows the sigil, the Nocturne sigil towards Captain Tobalt, and then resheaths his sword.
Captain Tolbold doesn't know what language is it? You said Draconic, or is that only on the Golem?
The words themselves are draconic, but the sigil itself is just the picture that I showed earlier, the sigil of the family.
He's
the
going
crest.
to come up to the north, and he's going to beckon for you to come over. He wants to be out of earshot of the group, so he's going to continue walking up. Royal Guard.
Yeah.
And
Of
he's
sorts.
speaking softly so that no one else can hear.
Of sorts.
You know the
I-
laws. Should any creature commit acts of crime on these lands, you will have to go to the capital and answer. Of course, your representatives will come and speak on your behalf. You know there's laws in place for a reason. You don't want any trouble with the elves. But think of it from our situation. We arrived here to find you all and destruction and a golem.
And we have no quarrels going to the old tree. That is actually where we are going to be heading before this unfortunate situation happened. But I would be the representative of myself and my party when we are at the old tree.
He gives you a nod. You may all keep your weapons. However, once we enter the royal area, there is no weapons allowed. It is part of the rules of the city, as I'm sure some of you have your own rules from where you are from. You may store them if you have someone trustworthy within the city. Once we enter the royal chambers. If you roll a persuasion check, you can try and talk him down further from removing your weapons once you enter the certain areas of the city. Thorin, since you're speaking with him and he has acknowledged you, roll me a persuasion roll.
So, and I still have guidance on, so that's really plus a D4 roll.
You're gonna need it. Roll it. Makes it, breaks it. I literally rolled a 13. What do
Is
you
it
say to
possible
him
we
to
can?
convince him?
I again switch the sword around and show the crest and kind of lean it forwards towards him so that he sees it's the actual the family's
Are
heirloom
you wearing the
crest. Or
necklace too?
yeah, I'm wearing the necklace, so like he can obviously see I'm like royal family, not just a regular knight. Are you sure that we can't keep our weapons with us?
He looks you up and down, thinks for a moment. Let me roll him a check. See if he knows the family members of the Nocturne or the Nocturne family. Okay. Fine. I will hold you responsible should anything happen while in the city, Master Nocturne.
Thank you. And I kind of just like start approaching the rest of my party.
Captain Talbot also comes down and is ready to address the party.
So, towards my part, I pretty much was like, all right, don't worry about we're not going to be under any hostility. We are going to be if it's all right with you guys, we are going to be going towards the old tree. And we can speak with the master gnomes there, the elder gnomes, which is what we wanted anyways. And we will have no issues. They will not be taking our weapons or anything.
You all will be able to keep your weapons. I do need to fill out a report. Uh, Master Elf,
Yes.
speaking towards you again, Thorin. I
Mhm.
know who you are. I do need names for everyone else. And looks over at Kahir.
Mika here. He kind of like says it passingly as he heads towards the nearest
Yeah,
dead
he
gnome body.
sheaths his sword and puts his shield on his back, takes out a piece of parchment and quill. Kahir, half giant.
No, human.
Like the ones that we've seen before. He looks to the rest of the gnomes. They all nod in unison. Writes down human. Okay. You there, wood elf. Name?
Traherne.
Any last name?
Dream Eater.
Well, that's not ominous.
Related to Treya?
I am. Do you know her?
She's in the city. Most likely you will see her.
Oh,
Is she a friend of yours?
She looks to Thorin, and Thorin, when he was speaking to you about representatives from the Elflands,
Mhm.
he nods to you and looks back to you again, Traherne, and says, "She is a representative from Sylvain Septorum. She works in the governor's offices. You'll most likely need her help if there are things troubling these lands, and especially while speaking with the elders, if they do decide that you are responsible for anything that has happened here. Should they decide, I'm not one to judge. Gives a nod to you, writes down your name, looks to you, Valance, Sir Knight in shining armor.
My name is Valens. That's all I'm gonna say.
Tries to look underneath your armor.
No.
Rolled a 1. Elf? Humanoid? Elf?
Yes, let's go with that.
Looks over at you, Orpheus. Name?
I have a question before you answer your question. You say half giant. Are there giant around here?
Looks to the rest of the party. Of course.
How big
Although
are they?
not here,
Ah,
giants are not native to these lands, but there have been spottings throughout Terra, throughout Niflheim. Not
do,
Terra.
do they taste good? Just kidding. Ha, it's a joke. But the name is obvious.
Writes down Orpheus. Looks at your ears. Writes something down. And then I think that's everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gives a nod, rolls up his parchment, puts it in his satchel. Binds won't be necessary. He turns to the Rangers. However, let's escort them safely, please. And the Rangers get in formation. Awaiting for you guys to also step forward.
Can I just do something quick? This was supposed to happen while that you were collecting the rest of the names.
Yep. Gotcha.
I look at Kahir and I just ask like, "Hey, brother, do you mind if I look at your weapons?" And I want to inspect his javelins that he has, like which ones are still in good quality, which ones are broken.
Sure. He like takes the two that are on the quiver on his back and just hands them. They are mahogany wood with a iron spear tip on them.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
broken, right?
I'm inspecting the weapons he has. Are any of them broken, or are they all still together?
No, the ones that broke that I couldn't retrieve just laid wherever they broke.
Okay.
I think
Like,
couple of them broke in the mines and stuff.
Okay. Did any of them
So-
break here during this fight?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Never mind. We're good.
After
Nice weapons,
that-
here. Nice quality wood.
Thank you. He goes back, using his glaive as a shovel, is digging a small hole for the closest body, and lays the pieces of the gnome that he could find in the hole and covers it. And then in a somber yet fearsome roar, he yells out to the Prince of Pain and says, "You will pay with your life for destroying these innocent beings." And he's going to basically just, with the roar, he's just intimidating the entire area for everything that's in earshot.
Captain Tallbold will take out his sword, grab it by the hilt, lay it down, kneel next to you, say a few words in Gnomish, and return his sword. Nods to you, Kahir, and proceeds back to the group.
And then after he kind of catches his breath from screaming, he'll look to Valens and Traherne, and with just the saddest look in his eyes that the group has ever seen, a small tear will start to shed, and he says, "Me ready to go now. Let's go."
All right. Everyone
Can I-
following?
Yeah. While
Mhm.
before I follow, can I stop by that grave that about Kahir
Yeah,
just
everyone
dig,
can take a moment. It seems
and
like Captain
then
Tobold, definitely respected that Kahir made a small grave and something in remembrance of the gnomes that died here. So
and
everyone
then
can
I'm
take a
just
small moment to go over there.
yeah, I'm gonna take the broken saw of Wedge and then just stick it in the round wherever he dig the grave.
Orpheus, roll me a perception check as you take out the sword.
13.
You hear in your mind the voice of Wedge ring out to you. The voice in your head, it's Wedge's voice, rambling about the gnome elders. Daddily, the wizard, she's creepy and quite scary when she's angry. Oh, and Drumdeer, the seer, he's a little strange too. And again, it plays in your mind as you're holding the sword. You feel a little bit of kinship to this sword.
And so I just hold it and then I look around. I was like, I looked to Thurin, and I was like, "Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Wedge's voice just now." And then I put the sword next to my ear and do I hear anything?
Still continues. Same thing. Going through the gnome elders, listing them out.
You didn't hear
He always
that?
has twigs attached to him and bugs crawling all around him. Oh, and of course, Grandfather Tally, the Grand Wizard. No, he's not my grandpa. We just call him Grandpa because he's like super old. Like 750 years old. And
And
again,
then
it stops.
eh,
Orpheus, you feel very saddened at this moment by the loss of so many gnomes, especially Wedge,
yeah, so you
as
see
you're
like
gripping his sword.
I'm just laughing at I just smile at his voice inside my head, but like you see like tear coming off of his face, and then I just put the sword back and then started walking toward Valen and
Keeping it?
okay, yeah.
Okay, good. Very good.
As we walk away, Traherne just casts Druidcraft kind of over his shoulder as they're walking away, where the buried site is. And
Is looking at you as you begin to cast a spell.
yeah, it's just flowers. Like flowers grow up around the gravesite, and it's just kind of like a bouquet of flowers clustered at the head of the grave.
The gnome ranger to the south here, this one, snaps her fingers and does the same thing. And some more flowers next to yours. Bluish color. Captain Tolba turns to the group and says, I kindly ask that no more magic be cast as we're approaching. I don't want my gnome rangers to mistakenly shoot one of you should they think that you're doing something hostile. Again, I'll make sure that they do not, however, until I give a command. Should it
Understood.
come to that. Given the
Kahir will lock
seriousness,
his weapons.
yeah, he's just very, very serious to you guys. Obviously, he wants to find out what happened here, and follow orders. Would expect that you guys would respect that.
Kahir will sling his glaive over, kind of in a cross pattern with the javelin glaive or the javelin container, and then he'll just kind of like lift this little leather cap and put it over the javelin so the tips aren't sticking out.
Cool. Everyone else sheathing weapons except for Valens, who very clearly wants to keep his lance out.
Yeah.
I'll let it shrink down and I'll tuck it back on up underneath my cloak.
Okay. Everyone following the group as they lead
Uh,
you back to the old tree.
Follow
Yes.
the yellow brick
Yep.
road. Follow the yellow brick road.
So it is about a half day's travel to the old tree. Do you guys want to take another 5-minute break, or you want to keep going?
Yeah, I'll take a quick fiver.
Yeah. I used
I
that.
didn't
So
give a
as you
nothing
guys are
last time.
traveling, it's going to take about a half day to get to the old tree.
Quick question
Once you
though.
guys,
Go ahead. So as we
go ahead.
travel, if we're not doing anything, can we call it a short break? Oh no.
You need a short rest?
no, you're
'cause we're not
actively
resting.
moving.
You're still
Keeping,
moving.
yeah, you're keeping your perception up in case anything does attack. There are a
Yeah.
couple wolves along the way, which the gnome rangers very easily, all in unison, take out their bows, their crossbows, and shoot them. Very easily destroying any wolves that would have tried to attack the group.
Okay.
This group of rangers and Captain Tobalt seem to be well versed in travel in their lands. Know the correct routes to go. Take you guys underneath some low hanging trees, around rivers and through the forest, all the
Okay.
way over to the west. Sorry, to the east. And I'll bring you guys over to the map as you guys are traveling. You can speak as well, Gab. What were we gonna say, Orpheus?
Oh, that's all I'm asking.
As you guys travel to the old tree, and I'll bring you guys over to a transition scene as we take our last break for the evening. Welcome to chapter 4, fellas. Congratulations. Welcome to the old tree, the Elder Domes.
Pretty.
And we'll be back in 5 minutes. welcome back.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so about a half day's travel to here, lost in thought, maybe in some prayer, as you guys are traveling. Captain Tallbold is actively speaking to the group as you guys are walking through the forest. Again, a couple of guards very easily dispatch some wolves. Captain Tallbold speaks up to the group and addresses Thorin and Traherne and says, "You there, you elves.
Yes.
You will be going to the government offices first before meeting with the Elder Gnomes. I will escort you there. The
Okay.
rest of you, and again looks at the shiny armor of Valence. Mr. Knight Valence, from what legion are you?
The Ebon Rose.
Thorin, he looks at you. Ebon Rose, one of your legions?
No, they are not from anywhere near these parts. They have traveled a long way to get to where we are.
Eastern
They're-
Hemisphere?
They are well outside the Nocturne's kingdom.
Never encountered an elf outside of Nocturne or Sylvain Septorum.
How far out did you go?
There's no elves unless you're from the Underdark. Are you an evil elf? Dark elf?
No.
If you're not from Sylvain Septorum or the Isles of Nocturne, you are not an elf.
So you mapped every single island in existence?
Are you from... I mean, where are you from?
Are we trying? So here's my question: are we all trying to keep this shit secret?
I actually don't know what you are.
Kahir said he was a human.
I straight up said I was human.
Kahir said he was a
Yeah.
human. Captain Tobold acknowledged that he was a human, said that he's met a few humans already.
I missed that part because I was fucking
Yeah, I gotcha.
backhead.
He
I'm
also
just a
insight
human.
checked you, by the way.
He insight checked me.
You are very obviously not an elf.
I don't see an insight check.
I rolled it off Steam.
Oh,
You rolled a 20. Sorry. You are very obviously not an elf. I'm not here to judge. We're just trying to get the story straight. There's no line to the Elder Gnomes. They're very wise. They will see through any deception that you are trying to front, Mr. Knight.
fine. I'm not here to be judged nor questioned on where I come from.
Yes. However, there are things that is happening in this world, other worlds. Still not sure of it myself. But he pauses for a moment to think of the right words. Creatures known as humans have been passing into our world. And vice versa, we've sent gnomes into the human world. Through what is called a doorway, encased in darkness.
So you say that you use dark magic.
We didn't use it. We assumed the humans did. The doors just opened up all across our lands. Gnomish lands, elves. We've gotten word from all across Niflheim of doorways opening.
Well, I can assure you, I've done my fair share of closing those. So, trust me, I really, really am not here to harm you.
Closing them. Seems your party's role is a lot more important than I first let on. You're
What?
not actively trying to invade our lands?
I have no interest in it.
Do you mind? And he addresses you, Kahir, and Orpheus. You three, attend to me to the prisons. We have a human from your world. We dispatched their advance party and captured one. We've questioned him, but he refuses to give any information.
I'm willing to go.
He nods
Okay.
to you. Balance, he hands you a silver coin. On it has a torch, just on the front of it. On the back, it's plain.
Okay.
And he says to you, this will allow you to travel throughout the city freely without judgment. Should anyone be hostile towards you while within these walls, please present this coin. The coin is from the Elder Gnomes. They will seek an audience with you later on today, but these two, and points to Traherne and Thorin, have matters to attend to in the government offices, and I would like to bring you three, points to Kahir, Balance, and Orpheus, would like you to accompany me to the prisons to question this human about their reasons for invading.
Very well. Should lead the way.
Okay. And you guys, do you guys see the old tree at the moment?
Yeah.
The map of the world tree?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so there is a lot of things here. As you guys enter in the entrance gates here at 10, you pass through and you're walking around past 7, which is the intercity. You guys can see a big cathedral almost looking thing here. However, there is tunnels that lead into the rocks where the gnomes actually live, at least the common gnomes. The gnomish homes goes into the rock like caverns right here and here, and there's all different tunnels and stuff. Some of the not so rich gnomes will probably live in there. That's where the main city is. There's also a church here. You guys will approach in this direction. I'll use my ruler instead to go across this bridge past the gnomish homes. He'll point out all these different things as you guys are walking. He'll say to the right there is the market circle. Should you want to find any wares, you may want to visit there. To 6 is the visitors' quarters, and Thorin, he gives you a key.
Mhm.
There is a room in the visitors' quarters, more like an apartment. Should you need it, they're nocturne. It is
Thank you.
yours. You may keep the key and use it as a safe house, so to say, for whenever you need to come back here. It is yours. So that's here at 6. So
Mhm.
you now have an apartment. You can name the key visitor's quarters key of the old tree or something along those lines. You'll need that key in order to get in.
All right.
As you guys are approaching the Elden Gnome Citadel, he doesn't bring you inside. Instead, you guys walk around and come up to number 5, the bridge before number 5. He ushers a guard to come over. Captain Tobold asks the guard to escort Thorin and Traherne to the governor's offices, and the rest of the party he escorts past the Elder Gnome Citadel and to the prisons at number 2. So let's go over everything here. Starting from 1 is the Elder Gnome Citadel. 2 to the north is the prisons. 3 is the royal quarters, where the guard probably is housed along with some of the royal gnomes. 4 is the noble square, where some of the more rich gnomes live. 5 is the governor's offices. 6 is the visitors' quarters. 7 is the homes. 8 is the church, and 9 is the market circle. And of course, 10 was the entrance gates that you guys came in on. That's the entirety map of the old tree, the capital of the great gnomes of the great forest. Let's see. Who wants to roll a d2 to see which? Thorin, you want to roll me at d2? 1 being your party,
Sure.
2 being the party of Kahir and Balance.
Oh, that was not the right button.
So /roll space 1d2. Okay, so again, the party is split. Thorin and Traherne, you guys are heading over to the governor's offices. We're going to join you first. As you guys approach, much more guards here. All different types of races are around. You guys see Dragonborn, elves, wood elves, high elves. The high elves wearing some type of sigil from Nocturne. The wood elves wearing the Sylvain Sanctorum sigils. Traherne, you'll very quickly notice them as well. Dwarves, all different races. Everything you would find in Niflheim is here, walking around. This is more of like, again, the governor's offices. This is where all the races will send people to address their matters. As you guys enter, the guards nod, and the one guard that is escorting you, let's name her Cindy. Cindy, again, nods to everyone and very quickly ushers you guys to the office way in the back. On the doors, left side of the door is your sigil, right side is Sylvain Sanctorum. And you guys are entering. And let me bring your characters on. Traherne, Thorin, you guys approach. Very nicely designed room. Water fountain to the right. Some chairs, very comfortable looking, along with the big red carpet that leads directly up. Traherne, you see Treya. Thorin, you see Rhapsody.
Freya! So I just shout out.
Yep, hold on. They look to be looking for something. They're hunched over at a like a cupboard or something, and look to be looking for something. And they're speaking to each other. Do you guys approach?
Yeah, I just shouted across the room. Did they not hear me?
I mean, they're very intently looking for something.
Okay.
No, Treya, it's not there. It's probably over here. Rhapsody, what are you talking about? It's probably over here. We left it on the table. Oh! And she runs over to you, for her, and embraces you. Rhapsody does the same to you, Thorin. Brother! Brother! They both say in unison.
Freya!
Oh,
And I just like
brother.
pick her up, like, and like embrace her. And then I just say, like, I thought I would never see you again. Have you been here this whole time?
Yes, I'm understudy for Rhapsody, who's a princess of Nocturne.
It's so
And
great to
Thorin
see
kinda
you
just-
again.
Thorin's like looking at Rhapsody like in kind of disbelief that he's seeing her here, and he's like, "How long have you been in this city? Like, what are you doing here?"
So, yeah, it's quite a surprise for I would assume both of you. Treya, again, Traherne, you had left at a young age. She's matured, grown. She explains to you that she and Rhapsody met at the Magi College of Magic Arts, which Thorin, you're very familiar with as well. Treya is Rhapsody's assistant and representative of the Wood Elves for Sylvain Sanctorum. Rhapsody is represented for the Isle of Nocturne and its High Elves. They both have traveled to the Great Forest to meet with the Elders to discuss issues and dealings with both lands. Traherne, he turns to you and says, "I've been fighting on your behalf, brother, trying to get you freed and have all those charges lifted. You deserve to be home. You did not do what they said you did." And Rhapsody turns to you, Thorin, and there's a lot of conversation here, so I'm going to go through some of it. Rhapsody tells Thorin and Traherne that her older brother Riff left shortly after Minuet and Harmony was kidnapped in pursuit of their kidnappers. it seemed that the king and queen were placed under a powerful magic spell, along with all of Isle of Nocturne. This is probably more of a surprise to you, Thorin. You knew that Harmony and Minguet were captured. Your brother actually told you that Harmony was killed. So that is probably news that you can give to her. What else? No one remembers Minguet or Harmony. So all of Isle of Nocturne doesn't remember those two princesses. And the only people that still know that those two sisters exist is Rift, herself, and Uthor. She also tells Uthorin that their older sister Harmony, again, was missing same time as Minuet. Rift did return about 2 months ago after leaving. He had seemed very distant and rude to everyone at the palace. Rhapsody had overheard an argument between Rift and King Nocturne, or King Cord, on the day before he left again. He was yelling at the sickly king, saying, "I don't wish for your silly crown, old man. When you die, do not beckon for me. I refuse the throne. I have my own things to sort out." And she tells you that no one has seen or heard from Rift since that day 2 months ago. Freya says to you, Traherne, that she has petitioned to have your sentence of banishment revoked. It has passed the Elder Gnomes for now, and now it is up to the King of Nocturne to finalize the reinstatement of your citizenship.
Okay.
Rhapsody also chimes in and says that it shouldn't be a problem, as Freya has filled her in on what actually happened between you and what you were accused of. And that, being that you're Freya's brother, of course she will plead on your behalf to her and Thorin's father. Any questions for you guys to the sisters?
Yeah, so
she's still embracing you, by the way, for her.
Okay. So I kind of set her down.
More composed, Thorin, much more composed. I mean, she's a princess; she's used to things, but she is very shocked to see you. Very happy as well. They're both very happy to see you guys.
So I kind of set her back down, and we're kind of looking at each other, and I'm thanking her for the work that she's doing to clear my name. But I'm just excited that she's alive. I'm able to see her again. But then
as you say that, she very quickly goes to your ear and wants to say something to you.
Okay. So I lean in.
Has Spindel found you?
I was just about to ask you if you've met Spindel before. How did you meet Spindel?
At the magic schools, they taught us how to tame and become friends with creatures. Although this one was strange. This one found me.
The same happened to me.
I became its friend. We both worked out that we can bind it to an item, and I sent it to find you. Special Spider. He knows a lot, but not from our world. He's from a different plane of existence.
Yeah, and then can I just cast like the ring for Spindel's ring?
You do, Thorin, by the way.
Alright.
Yeah, you can cast it. You want to bring Spindel out?
And I'm just like, shh, don't tell
letting
them.
Spindel out of the Pokeball?
Yeah, I'm like, shh, don't tell the gnomes that I used a spell in the city. And then I cast it. Do I have to hit the button?
No, I can move Spindel on, so that's
okay. So we never talked about this, or if I did, I don't remember. But the size of this spider, like, is it something that can sit on my shoulder, or is it a lot bigger than that?
It is up to you. It is small, so it definitely can sit on your shoulder.
Okay, so
small,
like
being up to 3 feet tall.
Okay, I summon it. It's big enough that it can be on my shoulder. So, but not.
By the way,
not too
it
big.
has leveled up. It is now level 2. It leveled up when you leveled up. So I'm going to update its HP bar to 18.
Do I need to do anything on my character sheet?
No, it's already done. I just didn't update the other token.
Okay. And Spindle comes down like, Spindle, look who I found.
Spindle doesn't talk. It only can talk telepathically, so it
Right.
responds to you in your mind.
Yeah, but can it communicate with both of us at the same time through our minds, or just me?
You're not linked to Treya. Treya's not linked to you, but you both are linked to it. So it can relay messages.
Right. Well, if she can hear me talking to the spider, and the spider's linked to both of us, the spider should be able to communicate to both of us at the same time individually.
The
Anyway.
spider responds to you, Traherne, and says, "Yes, I know. You are on this path already. I told you she was here. Did you not believe me?"
Now,
And the
I had
spider
no-
very, very quickly nudges up next to Treya and kind of just hangs out on her back with its head up above her shoulder and looks up at her as if it's talking to her as well.
Yeah. No, I had no reason to disbelieve what you had
Treya
to
very
say.
quickly turns to you and says, "Isn't it cute? It's so cute."
I found it to be very fitting that my companion would be a spider.
She pats it on its head. "Thank you for bringing my brother home."
And I say thank you to Spindle, and I'm gonna let Spindle like hang out, kind of like in my shirt, jacket, or bag, whichever you feel like is more appropriate for the setting.
Do me a
But
favor, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
You see the exact same ring on Treya, on like a necklace.
Okay.
You see the ring hanging there.
Okay.
Between her fluffy marshmallows.
so I lean over and I just kind of softly like grab the necklace, and I'm just inspecting it, and I was just like, oh, so you're linked to Spindle as well? Can you summon him?
Yeah. I was the one that binded his soul to these rings.
Okay. I didn't
Although
know
he
that there
was
was more
willing.
than one.
He's a very nice spider. Aren't you, Spindle? And she pats him on the head.
Yeah. So, and then I just want to ask Spindle
You
one more
hear
question.
in your mind, Traherne, I hate when she does that.
Said what?
Spindle said to you, "I hate when she does that."
So I look at Spindle again one more time. I just got a question to ask him, and I wanted to ask. So, why did you seek both of us out to begin with?
He responds in your mind, "It wasn't me that sought you out. Treya found me when I was just a tiny spider. Took care of me. My parents were killed.
How did they die?
I am a friend of your sister and now a friend of yours." Have you ever heard of goblins?
Goblins?
Goblins.
Yeah, I've heard
Green
of them.
things, pointy ears. Ask them. Goblins ate them.
Well, that's not nice.
I hate goblins. If you find a goblin, we need to kill him.
I don't. I'm not a
I
fan
want
of
to bite him.
goblins
I want
either.
to bite his head off.
I will help you.
What do you
Right?
say? What'd you say, Ray?
Stab him in the kisser.
All right.
Dorian,
so-
anything while this is going on?
While it's going on,
You very much
I-
definitely remember that sequence with your brother saying the same exact thing in
Mhm.
your vision out of the first time you guys flipped the crystals.
So Thurin extends his arm and puts it on top of Rhapsody's shoulder, and it's like, "Rhapsody, I have some news to tell you." And he
She ushers you over to the benches reading, and sits down. Treya does the same thing with you. Turn, and Spindle's on her back.
So Thurin kind of mentions, and just like kind of fast forward, but Thurin like kind of mentions that he had a dream a few days ago now of that exact incident between Riff and the King of Nocturne, and could like kind of explain in detail the exact scenario of like what everything was. This way, she knew like he actually was like a full body experience at that position and saw it. And then he goes, and there's also I had another dream of a similar event, and Riff came to me. And he explains that the sister actually did die and wasn't just missing.
He speaks up to you. Her voice cracks a little bit as she's a little upset hearing that her sister is gone. I so suspected, she says. Harmony was older than us. Second oldest next to Riff. Hopefully Riff is okay and not still angry at Father. Although I don't know what the argument was about. She speaks back up more sternly again, her princess manner, and says to you, Thorin, maybe you're being casted or something's being casted on you through these visions. Have you come in contact with anything magical recently?
He grabs the amulet and kind of holds it out to show Rhapsody.
Is she able to touch it? She's gonna go and attempt to touch it and inspect it.
Yeah, she can touch it, inspect it.
She's gonna cast something on it. No, it's not from this, she says to you.
Bet I know.
Anything else that you've come in contact with that has an extreme magic to be put in a state of being able to see visions, specific visions, interact with things, hear words that you have not heard yourself, would have to be super strong magic.
Well, we did come in contact with a god.
A god? Well, you are a cleric after all. You should be able to communicate with the gods.
Thurin actually, like, full, like, detail explains the first incident of how we all met, like, how our party actually came together, and
Tell her about the crystals.
And told her about the crystals. Yep.
That must be it, she says. The crystals. The only explanation, you guys had a vision after you all touched the crystals.
I mean, it's possible, but
maybe the crystals are speaking to you, giving you guidance, letting you know of events that have unfolded or yet to unfold. Anyway, I'm so happy to see everyone. She again goes in to embrace you. She didn't get to embrace you before. She was trying to stay stone-faced in front of Treya, who's her understudy. But she very, very softly grasps your arm and lays a head on your shoulder. Please tend to whatever you have to, Thorin. I know you have a... And she goes to say your real name, but looks to you and looks at Traherne. I'm assuming you told her that you're in disguise as Thorin. Do you allow Traherne to hear that you're a prince?
Yes.
So Traherne, you now know that Thorin is Prince of Nocturne. But she doesn't call you by your real name. She does say Thorin. Out of respect. Thorin, I know you have a lot to deal with, but at some point during your time, should you need it or need to come home, please do. Father and Mother are not doing very well. Father is very ill. Mother won't even wake from her sleep. She's in a coma of sorts. Very powerful spells, I only assume, has been casted over the lands. Thankfully, Freya and I were not in the lands when the spell went off. Been trying to research, which is one of the reasons why I'm here, as to what I can do to free our people from this spell. Should you find time, you should come back to the Isles of Nocturne. I can definitely use your help. In the meantime, Treya and I have some matters to attend to here. But maybe I'll see you home soon. Since you're the only person left, and me, either you or I should father or mother become, well, should they pass, would be next in line.
Hmm.
Rhapsody is slightly older than you. I think, Doran, you're the youngest of them all.
I have
But usually
there's one younger, but yeah, she is older.
Usually the oldest takes, well, it depends. Some cultures it's the male, some cultures it's the oldest. It's usually up to the king to decide, but the king is ill, so it's really between you and Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
I'll attend to matters at home while you're on your adventure, brother. But please come home soon.
Don't go home. It's a trap.
It's
Sure, her and Treya, in the meantime, is telling you all about it. Her and Rhapsody used to party, and they became bestest of friends, and how they drew up this whole big plan, how to get you free, went and found witnesses, and all this stuff, and basically shows you the petition that was signed by the Elder Gnomes. And yeah, part of the matters that she's been attending to is, you know, things for Sylvain Sanctorum, things that are going on there. The colleges are doing well there. She's gotten a position within the colleges to be their representative. Doing pretty well, seems like. She does have her rapier at her side, the one that she used against you in your dream.
Mm-hmm.
And she notices probably you looking at it. Do you say anything about the dream?
No, I'm gonna keep the dream part to myself for now.
Do you like it? It was a great gift from one of my friends. Looks very well made.
Seems like a well-balanced weapon. I kind of look at it and touch it.
Yeah,
Give it back
she
to
hands
her.
it over to you. If
Yeah.
you inspect it, it is a +1 rapier, or at least a very expertly crafted rapier. Much too small for you. Probably a perfect size for Treya. Very well balanced. If you hold it out and put the blade on, it's perfect balance between blade and hilt. And she holds a hand out to take it back and put it back in her scabbard.
Hand it back.
Do you guys say anything else before we transition over to the rest of the party?
No, I'm just gonna say like we have some other business to attend to, but hopefully we can meet up later before we have to leave town again.
You won't be able to enter Sylvain Sanctorum yet, but hopefully soon.
Will you be
But
staying here
brother-
long or heading back soon?
Well, I'm not going back to Sylvain Sanctorum. I put in a request to transfer to the Isles of Nocturne. It seems Rhapsody has a lot more issues going on there than we have at Sylvain Sanctorum. And we have a lot of representatives. I'll be heading back to Isle of Nocturne with Rhapsody.
Okay. Well, now that I know you're safe and alive, I feel much better. You've grown into a very fine woman, and it looks like you've made great friends. So take care of yourself, and we will see each other again soon, I feel.
Begins to shed some tears as you're speaking.
Don't cry.
I've done my best, brother. I promise I'll make sure that you're free again. And we'll be able to go home together.
I'm sure you will. It's only a matter of time.
Do you tell her anything about the crystals and stuff? She definitely heard Doran speaking because she got pretty close. But do you tell her about the importance of repairing the crystals, how the worlds are coming to an end, and all that stuff?
Yeah, I guess I kind of assumed that we were hearing most of that conversation because I overheard the part about the prince and stuff. But I guess I'm just, since we kind of overheard bits and pieces of that, I'm just going to clarify. Like, I must go now. I'm going to follow with my friends. We're on an important mission to help save this forest and the world. And we're in pursuit of more of these rifts that have been popping up that Thurin spoke about. If you have any information on that,
I will
please let me
definitely
know.
relay through Spindle, yeah. Anything that I could find out for you, of course I will send information via Spindle. We can use it to communicate with each other.
Okay. And just so I know,
Brother,
with the communication between, like, if I was to try to communicate through Spindle, like, what's the delay on that?
you won't know till you try.
Okay.
She doesn't know either. I think it's first time.
Okay.
Brother, please be careful.
You too, sister.
And we transition over to the rest of the book.
I like it when she calls me Big Pop.
This is the last part. So
I'm assuming Spindle's back with me, like on my shoulder or my bag or something.
Yeah, so Spindle's just there with you guys.
Okay.
You guys are still there. We're just going to transition over to the rest of the party that is visiting the prison.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Traherne, I'm going to leave you on the map along with Thorin, but you guys aren't here.
All right.
But you can follow the party around. Captain Tobold speaks up to Valens and here and says, "Please, this way." You guys are following?
Yep. Hold on. I had to get my window all like. Wait, I thought they were off doing something else. I
They
was
are.
trying
They're
to
just
know.
here
We
so
are.
they can watch.
Oh, okay.
We're
Like,
here,
what
but
the
not
fuck?
here.
Orpheus, you're here as well. Orpheus, give me a perception check as you walk into the prison.
Two. I got a natural one.
You got a 1?
Yeah,
Mhm.
natural
Yeah,
one.
you did not see the blood all over the floor. Never mind.
What? Should I get advantage on blood? Same
No.
and smell?
No. That should be the reverse. He should notice it and just lose his shit and starts licking it off the wall.
I should have advantage on smelling blood.
Natural one's always complete failure.
Yes. Captain Tobold speaks up to you, Valens, and Kahir. Ushers you forward and points at the cell door to the right. It says, "This is the one that we've captured from your lands." He calls himself Dion, but won't give any other information. Maybe you can persuade him to find out more information as to why humans are invading our lands.
You
We
say
easily
you
dispatch the rest of
dispatch.
his-
Yeah, you say you kill off others. What provoked you to attack them?
They attacked us. They were attacking our city. 50 of them
Okay.
in total.
Oh, that's a lot.
You guys are entering.
Yeah, I'll go outside.
Right, door opens. You guys can enter.
All right.
Very weak. The human is sitting on the floor in some hay. To the far right corner, you guys can smell some shit coming out of a hole in the floor.
Great.
Ew.
Well,
He
it's
looks
good
up
that-
at both of you and very quickly moves back against the wall. Here to torture me?
Why you need torturing?
Pertanian tribesmen? What are you doing here? Are you
You
invading
could
as
ask
well?
the same question as you.
Can I do a
Valens,
perception check?
Yeah, both of you roll me investigation checks to see how this guy's dressed. See if you can discern where he's from.
Yeah, we know.
He is from Kingdom of Lothan. Wearing very obvious oranges.
Okay.
That's all you
Okay,
know at the
map.
moment. You know
So-
that they are at war with Kingdom of Gillihan and very
Yeah,
very
Lothan.
much a
We
warring
just
kingdom.
came from Killaham, right?
Yes.
Lothar.
Okay.
Oh, it's the north of the western hemisphere.
Correct.
So your kingdom decides to wage war on multiple fronts, attempting an invasion into world they're completely unfamiliar with.
They sent some in through the rift as well. These gnome things.
To attack? Or to investigate?
Well, we struck first. We weren't going to let some strange creatures try and attack us. By the way, Orpheus, this gnome guard just runs up to you and starts looking you up and down.
Yeah, so I was gonna type Orpheus just having a small talk with this guy outside the cell.
Yeah, we struck first. We weren't going to let some little 3-foot people try and invade us. And then
Kahir's gonna look real
happened.
close at him.
the rift opened. The doorway to here. We didn't know what we'd find, but these strange gnome things can wield powers that we couldn't. We thought, hey, if we can get some of them on our side, maybe we can finally take over, finish the war we've had for years. We didn't know we'd walk into an ambush, 50 of us in the middle of the city.
So let me get this straight. You see little people come through portal, immediately attack them, kill them all, go through same portal, and think, hey, me go and get them on me side, take them back to me home. You stupid?
He very quickly walks up to you, looks up at you, and says, tribesmen, stay out of it. You don't know what any of this is in regards
Oh,
to. You haven't
he's-
dealt with what I've had to deal with for the last 17 years. This war with this kingdom.
He's dead.
You usually stay
Kahir's
out of
gonna
these
grab him.
affairs.
Oh
Okay.
no, he's dead.
He's just his big burly hands just straight up grab him by both shoulders.
He's
Yeah, roll
dead.
me a quick strength check.
Step up and place a hand on Kahir's
Athletics or raw
shoulder.
strength?
Either one, whichever you have proficiency in. Yeah, you very easily pick him up. Hold him by the scruff of his, or whatever you're gripping him
Yep.
by.
Just gonna take him by both shoulders. I really should have pushed the tug off, but he's gonna take him by both shoulders and literally turn to his left and pin him against the wall, and just
Balance,
kind of let
you,
his feet
you approach it
dangle
as well?
by like a foot.
Yeah. So that guy's now up against the wall.
Yeah, you guys are both pinning him up.
I'm not pinning him up. I'm just standing there being the more calm, collected person.
Yeah, what are you doing? Well, put me down. You there, knight. Rose Garden, huh? You're the same. Stick to your own business.
Well, my business is the portals, and you are causing a great deal of grief for our world.
Besides, according to Captain over there,
He spits at you, by
your
the way.
business
Balance.
is me business.
Okay, I'm doing an athletics check to see if I dodge it then.
Dexterity check.
Dexterity check?
Dexterity. Or acrobatics if you have proficiency.
I don't have it with either one of them, but
You have to roll higher than a 12. Okay. It misses you. You step out of the way. Fuck do you know about that, huh? You
I'm
don't
gonna
know
pull-
anything.
I'm gonna pull my spear
Pussy
and then
knight.
I'm gonna have it extend direct like, straight next to his neck and like pierce into the wall.
Do it. Just do it. They've held me here for weeks. Better
Well,
off dead, dying
I'm
by
going
a
to-
spear or a lance than a fucking 3-foot gnome.
I'm gonna pull him away from the wall and slam him again into it, and use intimidation this time.
Captain Tobold knocks on the door. Everything okay in there?
It's fine. We're just handling some things.
He's gonna hear Kahir very loudly after hitting him up against the wall. You will tell us what we want to know, and you will shut up unless we ask a question.
He pisses himself. He rolled a 1. Yeah, I wish I could show you, but it's a 1. He literally pisses himself. Very, very much afraid of you at this point. You have him up against the wall. You crit, by the way, because Valence is giving you assistance with his lance right next to his face. So you have a crit intimidation check. Ask what you want to know.
What does your kingdom have to gain by recruiting gnomes?
The same thing we've been trying to do for these last 17 years. Take over both kingdoms.
What is your
The king wants a second castle to the south. Trade routes, money, gold. What else would a king want? More land.
Are you simply looking to enslave these people?
Enslave. Take over.
Sounds a little too suave to have just pissed himself.
Well, I mean, they're the evil side of things.
Fair. So,
Kahir's gonna look at Valence. I
I'm-
mean, I
I'm-
think he's gonna give us anything.
How
He thinks
many
he's
of your
just here to
people-
plunder?
How many of your people have come through the portal, and how many still remain?
Roll me an insight check. He says just himself. Everyone else has been slaughtered. I was the only one left alive. They used magic. It's things that I've never seen before. Fire from their fingertips. Ice from their lances. Arrows of holy might.
I'm gonna
You didn't
grip
stand
my.
a chance. And he, with your insight check, he's telling the truth.
I'm
He's the only
gonna.
one left.
I'm gonna grip my spear a little bit tighter, and I'm gonna cast my cantrip light through the blade of it to kind of illuminate it next to his head, so he thinks that maybe it's fire or something.
He looks at it. A Rose Garden Knight able to wield magic? What is this? How? How did you do this?
Maybe instead of enslaving, you should learn from them.
He shits himself. Yeah, it's really bad. Orpheus, the gnome guard next to you, as we were talking to him, I'm probably telling him about Wedge and how you loved all the gnomes.
Yeah, I keep talking. Yeah.
You were at the outpost. He very quickly beckons down for you to bend over.
Nơi bay đầu
You
mất.
want to see a really pretty elf?
It's so boring
Follow.
here. Can you?
Follow me. He grabs the keys off the table. Brings you down. Steps over and opens up the latch, and you can see inside. There is an extremely pretty elf woman attached to the wall. And when I say attached, I'll tell you in a second. I'm going to show you a handout of what this room looks like, and then we're going to end the session once Kahir and Valence finish their speaking with the prisoner. Where is she? Where is Merkel? There she
Ada
is.
Marco. Ooh,
Very, very pretty elvish woman.
she pretty.
She is beautiful. However, Orpheus, roll me a wisdom saving throw as the amount of blood in this room fills your nostrils.
20.
Okay. You hold yourself from becoming enraged with thirst from the amount of blood pouring from this woman.
Okay.
She
So-
is literally hung up. You ever see meat on a hook in
Uh-huh.
like a freezer? She is hung up like a piece of meat through her chest and is constantly bleeding. Constantly.
So
The
I
gnome
just
guard
look over.
that was next to the cell watching over speaks to you and says, "Yeah, she's pretty now. You should see how she really looks. We have to bleed her of all her blood. She's a necromancer that uses blood as magic. If we don't
So
bleed her out, she'll kill us all."
So I look over to them like I'm sort of annoyed now. Not because of the sight, but because of the blood. So I try to control myself. So I just
Do you,
I'm
do you
just
look at her
understand-
eyes?
No, isn't it too far?
Well, she's
I?
looking at you as you're looking at her.
Well,
There was a slit
yeah.
that was opened.
Then I want to. Yeah, sure.
She looks at me.
You hear in your
I look
mind,
at
she
her.
says, "Please help me. They've imprisoned me for no reason. The gnome elders are all a lie. They're not real. They're shapeshifters. Let me out of here and I can help you."
And then I looked to the gnome and I said, "What kind of joke is this?" And then
Joke. Don't listen to whatever she says. She could talk to you in your mind. I'm telling you, she's a necromancer.
I like to use my red eye
Okay.
to intimidate.
Okay. Who are you intimidating?
I can do both.
Then you doing the guards or Merkel?
Oh no, the two guard.
Okay.
Do they have to roll? Do I have to roll intimidation?
Yeah, roll me 2 intimidation checks.
21.
21. At second one.
That's a. Oh yeah.
Give me another intimidation.
23.
23. I mean, they both are look up at you. I'm assuming you show them your red eyes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're a sorcerer? They both hunker down and shake a little bit.
You don't talk
You're
here.
scary.
You don't talk here. Open the door now. I need to talk to her.
We can't open the door. She'll kill us. I'm telling you, she'll kill us. Watch, I'll show you. Do you let them?
No, I say, not with me here. Open the door now.
We can't do that. We'll get fired.
I'll take responsibility. You can close the door as soon as I get inside.
Just hang on. Hang on. Can we at least show you what she really looks like?
I can see for myself.
They open the door.
And then I turn around. I told them, you can lock the door now.
Okay.
And
just
that's
like
the
that,
end of
Harry was dead.
Orpheus.
She fucking drains Orpheus dry.
And roll
Here she is. Roll me 3 wisdom saving throws.
Oh shit!
Why
She
play?
attempts to do a couple things to you.
Oof. Oh wow! Nope, there's that last one.
Alright, so the first 2, you successfully wait off of whatever she was trying to do to you. The third, you take 16 psychic damage. And you're able to see what she actually looks like, because she had to drop her concentration on her spell.
Mind Flare!
And I'll give you guys a handout, and I'll bring her actual token.
I hope she just mind played the fuck out of him.
Ooh, she's pretty now. What is that?
A Sith elf.
Oh,
And
she's
this is how
pretty
she
that's
now.
really
looks.
tiefling. The tiefling.
It's a
She's a
tiefling.
tiefling woman. You don't know what a tiefling is.
I don't.
She just looks
but...
like a fucking demon. With a her right eye is slashed. However, you could see very much like arcane magic in her eye.
Mhm.
But again, the blood just pouring out of her. She looks very weak. Whatever spells that she could have cast, you already did. And she passes out in front of you.
Okay.
The guards very quickly open the door and say, "See, we told you. Hurry up, get out before she wakes up."
I still have to talk to her. Give me another minute.
She's passed out. She's gonna kill you. I'm telling you now, she's gonna kill you.
Don't you worry about me.
All right,
What
and they
about
close
me?
the door. Back to Bahir and Valance. I've told you all I know. These 17 years has been gruesome. I don't wish to die in a cell, but I'm not sorry for my actions. I'm sure you follow orders as well, pointing at you, Valance. I'm just following orders.
Difference between you and I can actually look into someone's soul and know whether they're evil. Can I do? No, I guess that wouldn't matter right now.
I mean, you very obviously know that this dude is
The guy's bad.
a
Yeah.
little bit off. Yeah, off his rocker.
I pull my spear out of the wall, let it shrink, and then tuck it back under my cloak. Well, unfortunately, you made a poor decision in invading another kingdom. You know the repercussions of those actions.
When
And I
I get
move
out of
towards the
here,
door.
I'll warn everyone on our end. It'll be race versus race, humans versus the gnome.
You assume that you'll get out.
Wilhelm.
You should know difference from following order and knowing when to question order. You deserve to be in here. And with that, Kahir will just kind of toss him into the corner that smells like shit.
Wait, hit on shit?
His own shit.
Mhm.
He's already in his shit. It's in his
Then
pants.
Tobold opens up the door for you guys. You guys can step out. So
Captain, you do what you want with him.
I heard
Be exceptionally cautious
most
with
of
him.
that. I'm glad you two are not from where he is on your world.
Topold, do you know where this portal these guys came from is?
The gnome elders will explain.
Very
They
well.
have requested your presence. They know you're here. Where's your other one? Looking for Orpheus.
He was back there. Me know.
Oh
I'm not-
God!
I'm not
Please tell me
sure.
he's not by Merkel. He rushes.
Who Merkel?
I follow.
Wait, who Merkel?
Steve
Well,
Open the
Merkel.
door.
Before that, during that time, can I check if anybody looking inside, and then I want to come over. Hold on, let me roll a die for myself.
What are you trying to do?
Okay, I'm try to see if anybody look in the door, and we're gonna come over and try to taste her blood. While she pass out.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Anything?
Not enough. You pass out.
Get fucked.
As you pass out, you have a sensation in your mind of how do I explain this?
I don't know.
It feels like your brain is on fire.
Uh,
Got
as
the
you taste
meningitis.
blood. I mean, you're trying to drink the blood of a tiefling. Yeah. You also hear as you begin to pass out, Sanguine One, what are you doing? And you're up.
Our daddy is pissed.
They slam the door open. Captain Tobol grabs you, hands you over to Kahir, and closes the door. You there, Kahir. See to it that the gnome elders ensure that he hasn't been tainted with this one's blood when you speak with them. He should wake up soon. We've had a couple of guards go nuts after speaking with that one. She's pure evil, necromancer, deals with the dead. Not a good sort to be friends with.
While he's unconscious, I'm gonna pull from my pack a section of hempen rope and bind his hands,
Okay.
and then basically tie a lead and hold on to it. So
I mean,
If
he's
he
passed
gets
out.
out-
You're holding.
if he
him.
gets out of my arms, which I'm gonna carry him basically like a heavy sack underneath my arm, and if he gets away from me, I'm gonna have this lead on his hands.
I just imagine Kahir wobbling down the hallway with him under his arm.
well, I am
Just
a
saying.
medium. I am medium size, 5'8", so I'm real lightweight. So you only
We
can
know
carry one
who's,
hand.
who's going to be the first to die in our group.
I'm just throwing this out there, Harry. But do you feel like a bitch? Because you look like a bitch right now.
And that is the end of today's episode. Captain Tobold is going to usher you guys back out of the prisons. I'm assuming you guys told him all you know about the other kingdom, their war, why they came over here.
Yeah,
not all humans are like
while
that.
we move.
You know, just like all gnomes are not the same, all humans are not the same. You know, we do have our own rules to follow, and this one has been brought up in the wrong ways. Whatever you want to say to him to plead your case, why he shouldn't judge you, you know, based on one human. At the same time, at the governor's offices, there is a messenger that comes over for Thorin and Traherne to report to the Elder Gnome Citadel. Before then, I'll show you guys your apartment.
Oh. Thorin apartment.
And this is for Thorin, but Thorin, I'm assuming you're going to allow party to go there whenever you guys want.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna let us dirty commoners in. He's a prince.
Ooh. Ain't that fancy?
Dibs on Big Ben.
You guys have
Wait
your
a
own
minute.
guards. You guys have your own guards. You have 2 gnome guards at the beginning and at the end of the 2 sections that lead into this. The front door is here. You guys have a nice little living space, kitchen, bathroom with a bath and a shower. Pretty comfortable living. Any items that you don't want to take with you, you can leave here. This is a safe space.
Split, so I won't get insulted. Thank you.
What?
Made a safe space joke. Sorry.
Yeah. Anything that you guys collect, like statues and stuff, and you guys want to display them, or whatever you find and you want to display it here, you can.
Statue?
Yeah, I mean, you never know what you find or buy. Like,
I want to
place
find a
it.
statue of Orpheus.
This is essentially your new home.
There's only
Or,
4 bedrooms.
Except for Orpheus. Orpheus's
Well,
new home is right next to
Orpheus
here.
doesn't sleep anyways. He can just like roam around.
Yeah, I was gonna say a couple people don't actually sleep. So,
I'll be in the
Orpheus
ceiling.
thinks he's
Like
gonna get to go free on his own anymore after
there
what
is a
Tahir has
storage
to go
space
through.
here, where you see 2 chests. This is where you guys can store like weapons, items. A mantle here, or a statue where you can place like armor pieces if you have extra armor. You can put it there. All different things that you can do here. When we return next week, you guys will be ushered to meet the Elder Gnomes and see what guidance they can provide to you, and you guys can explain your case in regards to what happened at the Western Outpost.
I do not see
Congratulations, guys.
I do not see an espresso machine in that kitchen.
Uh-oh. You
Might
can go
have
buy
to
it.
looking for one.
It's because it's in the cupboard. You just have to pull it out yet.
Yeah. There's a market
Well,
too.
let me ask the group this one thing. So, are all of us in this right now, or only part of us?
No, nobody in it yet.
Oh, we haven't walked to it
No.
yet.
No, he's just showing us.
Oh,
We
okay,
haven't
okay.
got there yet.
I'm assuming, yeah, Thorin and you guys will probably pass by it, inspect it very quickly, and then head off to the Elder Gnomes. You know,
Well, the reason why I asked
waiting.
is because they told us that we couldn't bring our weapons into there, so I was just gonna ask the group as we pass by if everybody wants to leave our weapons and stuff under the protection of our own guards instead of
No, we can. Thorin, talk to them.
what?
We can now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
As of
bring
now,
it.
Oh,
now
okay.
we have access to the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll be in the ceiling.
You're not here at the moment.
Alright,
You
guys
are
can-
permanently tied to my hip.
This will be, your guys' quarters, so whenever you want to come back here, it's all yours.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We survived. Despite
Another
despite Harry trying to commit to otherwise.